Ethan and Maggie and Christian and Abby in studio with me today.
We're gonna have a good time.
We're gonna be playing some Savage Worlds today.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about what we're playing today. Cause,
I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with Savage Worlds.
it's my favorite.
It's good.
It is. I'm a big fan of Savage Worlds.
We backed their Kickstarter.
Yeah, that too. But I've been a big fan of Savage Worlds for a number of years now. I first found out about it from Clint Black, who's one of the people.
Is that your phone?
Yeah, it's totally us talking. From Clint Black, who works over at Pinnacle, and he came into town he ran a Journey Quest game. So we did a whole adventure that was Journey Quest, and that was the first time I ever played Savage Worlds, and I was an instant fan of it. I loved how smooth everything worked. All the combat is grid-based, but it works very, very quickly. Initiative is determined. It moves quickly, and I love it.
It's super streamlined,
And
that's
it
for
leaves
sure.
and it leaves a lot of room for customization and playing different kinds of genres, and it's got literally dozens and dozens and dozens of different supplements you can buy for everything from superheroes to sci-fi to riffs. It's got riffs.
Oh god.
Just so you know, the Savage Riffs Kickstarter is still running for the next couple of days.
Get
I'm sure you'll be
in.
hearing a lot about it on Table Takes tomorrow while I'm screaming on camera for about an hour about how awesome I think Riffs is.
Now, the
Because of
game
you.
system itself is relatively simple, which also is one of the reasons I like it. It's a lot easier to bring a new player in who's never played a tabletop game into something that's this easy than it is to, say, bring them into a game like D&D, which just has a lot going on. Especially because, with the all the different supplements and the different ways you could play the game, you could really run an extremely small scope, limited game with only part of the book and only part of the things going on to really walk somebody into playing it. I mean, essentially, it's like a really, really hardcore version of Hero Quest that just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Here's the other thing I love about Savage Worlds. If you look at the back on the UPC code, you can see that it is not an extremely expensive game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
This deluxe edition player's handbook is $9.99.
Yep. Cheap to get
And
into.
there's a
Get
brand
it.
brand new
Get
edition.
it.
There's a brand new edition out of it too.
Yeah.
That we're not playing today. But before too long, we will be.
Yes, we will be. They've also got, there's...
I did the
You
call
get their
thing.
PDFs from them.
I was
They're
wrong.
cheaper than buying the hard books if that's your sort of thing. They have it all available online. Character creators, you name it. It's really rather user friendly as a system.
Abby should get an extra Betty for bringing snacks today.
Yeah, Abby
I was
brought
gonna
Good
say,
on you, girl.
As a system, it involves dice like most RPGs do. Now, this game system is based loosely off of the terms used in poker. Because, well, cards actually play, poker cards, a part in this game as well. Now, how skilled someone is at something or how high a trait or stat is will be reflected in how high of a die they roll for that trait or stat. From a D4 to the smallest and the lowest of the traits to up to a D12 for the highest of stats or traits for some characters.
I don't got any D12.
Yeah, that's kind of like superhuman level in this game. So, and because
Yeah,
we're going to be
native.
doing 1982 real world Los Angeles, that's not really a thing. But we'll get to that. Now, in most cases,
Makes me so happy.
in this game, a roll of 4 or higher is a success. That's all that it takes. And so when you get to roll a bigger die for being better at something, it becomes highly more probable that you get a 4 or higher.
And Hellcat, this is not just similar to Deadlands.
Deadlands is one of the books.
Deadlands is
Yeah.
one of the Pinnacle
In fact, you
systems.
flip open, it gives you a nice little image there of all the various
Close.
Savage
Deadlands is
Worlds
like
products.
page 1. So
This one. Oh god, cameras.
not just similar, identical.
So a 4 is generally a success, and every amount of 4 increment over that success is called a raise. Sounds kind of like poker.
Wow.
And those usually portray more benefits. Some games call stuff like that a critical success. They just call this a raise because you can get multiple raises in some things, which can really, really
And then
change
you
the
kick
game.
all the ass.
In
Yeah.
addition to rolling whatever your normal trait die is or ability die is for that check, all player characters have a wild die. You'll notice that you have
Sorry,
this
I couldn't help it.
slightly larger colored die in your dice tray. No matter what you're rolling, whether you're getting to roll a D8 for a skill or a D4 for a trait, you always also get to roll your wild die also. And so that way, say you were rolling your 4 and your 6 together because you weren't very good at a trait, you might get better on your wild die and still succeed even though your trait roll wasn't very good, because player characters often succeed where other people fail. Another very important factor in this game system is that dice do something that is commonly known as exploded.
Boom.
Meaning, if you roll the maximum number on that die, you not only get to keep that number, but you add an additional roll with that same die. And this can keep going. So if you're rolling a standard D6 and you roll a 6 and a 6 and a 6 and a 6 and a 6, and it can keep going forever.
It's gonna be on me all night. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna roll the
100%.
whole show.
Making
Well,
it possible
me
to
and
roll
automatic.
incredibly high, though not very likely. Another fun thing in this game system, we have these little tokens. I put some of them with your sheets. These are called bennies. Savage Worlds use bennies for a couple of things. First and foremost, you can use them to re-roll a trait or test or ability test. If you didn't like the result, spend the benny, roll a different time, redo it. Another use of a benny is for something called a soak roll. If you just got shot, stabbed, blown up, thrown off of a building, and the damage is high enough that
Buy a
it
drink.
might really be bad for you, you can spend one of your bennies to make a soak roll and reduce that damage so that you maybe don't die.
No dying.
No dying?
No
None.
dying.
Good.
I might.
Now, our game
I
today,
worked on it.
as I explained earlier, is taking place in Los Angeles in 1982. It involves 4 ne'er-do-wells.
That would explain our ne'er-do-well character sheets.
That would.
Oh, it says it right there.
Yes, very much so.
Also, the sleazy leather jacket I stole from you.
Where we will begin our story, I'm going to give you a little bit of character backgrounds while we talk about the people at the table. Now, Anthony over here grew up just outside of Watts with most of the time his best friend Brandy all around, every day. 2 people that were pretty much outcasts from the majority of society and in a not pleasant part of the Los Angeles area, went to do what a lot of young teenagers in that area do to get by: crime. Now, in the 60s and
crime?
70s, crime was a different story than it is under the days of CSI and all the wonderful forensic sciences of today. And when they were young, it was a lot easier for them to get away with stake-up jobs and your random burglaries and the like. It was just a little bit of a gamble, maybe score, maybe not. But as time went by, police forces became more and more effective at stopping these kinds of criminals. And in one particularly bad job, Randy Wallace got caught and did a 5-year stint in a correctional facility.
Oh.
That's rough, dog.
Freaking kidding me?
While she was out on his own, Tony hooked up with some other people because he had to keep working, but they weren't the caliber of people that Randy had been for all those years.
That's right.
You really do look like a Tony in that jacket.
So Tony went down, and
Yeah.
Tony went up to Stockton for 8 years.
Woof.
That was a bad
Wow.
piece.
Now, he earned a friend for life out of that whole deal because his driver here, Aaron, could have sold her out, thrown her under the bus any day, got a reduced sentence, didn't say a word, took his licks.
You don't roll over on your friends.
That's right, boss.
And while
Yeah.
he was inside in Stockton, he got himself
Aaron?
a rather unfortunate cellmate, poor Stuart Harris. All 5 feet, 110 pounds of him. Stockton was not going to be a good experience.
I used to be that big, but a lot taller. Same weight, though.
That's the weight I am now.
So thanks to Tony, Stuart survived his time in Stockton and owes Tony pretty much his life.
Hey.
You owe
Now,
to
Tony himself, just
do.
2 weeks ago, which would have been the 31st of July for those counting, or excuse me, the 30th of July, I apologize
Whoa.
for those counting, in 1982, was just paroled. And now he was able to get his 72 Monte Carlo out of storage and pay off the storage bill, but ran into some troubles when he was picked up by associates of mob boss Peter Milano.
Oh,
Oh.
no, bad.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Mob bosses are never good.
No,
Unfortunately,
But Italian mob bosses are usually super nice.
before his time in prison, Tony had decided to go and do something stupid and get married and have a kid.
I was in love.
God
You
damn it,
idiot.
Tony.
And while he was in prison, his now ex-wife racked up a substantial amount of debt.
Of course you did.
Are you kidding me?
Divorce that bitch.
I already did.
Credit cards, man. They get you.
So after a thorough beating, it was expressed to Tony the immediate necessity of paying back this debt.
Wow.
And to ensure that Tony would do so within a period of 72 hours, they took his daughter.
Rude.
Ah, hell.
How old is my daughter?
She's 10.
Oh.
How much does he like her?
More than all of you combined and himself.
I'm just kidding.
More than all of you combined and himself.
More than
Safe
Brandy?
to say. Maybe not. I mean, Brandy, you're a fine girl.
No, no.
So what's her name?
Oh man, you're gonna get me on the spot here.
Sorry.
You're damn
I
right.
would like to know my daughter's name.
Hey man, I don't make up everything, just most everything.
All right.
I don't like using simple
84?
names.
What was it? What was the year?
I don't like that at all. No one should ever name their child that.
They have already. People
I know.
already named
That's
their
bad.
child
Yeah,
Khaleesi.
Can her name be Absidy?
Oh, yeah.
Of course it can.
Yeah.
Great. You want to know how you spell Absidy, kids?
A, B,
A, B, C, D,
C, D.
E? Or A, B, C, D, E?
It's real.
Yeah,
It's
oh
a
no, I
real
know.
name.
One of my friends
I don't want to
told
get
me
started
that.
on these conventions. It's not a good idea. We should avoid this topic.
All right, we are now. We are now officially avoiding this topic. So my daughter's name is Little Absidy.
Little Absidy. I feel like that's appropriate.
I
That
met-
is appropriate.
I met one
Her
person.
mother named her. Let's be clear on that.
Yeah,
Name
that
is
makes sense.
Abkadef.
She's not exactly high quality.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so we find Tony in a very run-down apartment, the only thing he could get while on parole, with less than $500 to his name and 72 hours to come up with 250 large.
That's
Pay off
thousand.
even more.
That's what large means, right?
Yes.
250,000.
$1,000.
It would be better if it just
To-
meant large bill. 'Cause then you could
Peter
just like go to
Okay, so
Kinko's.
Right.
that's
Get one of those big checks.
Yeah, you're
this
fine.
guy. This guy, the bad guy,
Peter
the
Milano.
mob boss, Milano.
Yeah, Peter Milano.
Peter Milano.
Well, now we know what James was eating when he came up with the story.
Actually, he was real. Go back to 1982 and read the
It
history
was a
book.
joke. It was a joke.
I guess he was Italian.
Kind of a thing in organized crime.
Yep.
Being
Especially the
Italian.
mafia for some reason.
Weird.
Peter Milano has given me 72 hours
72 hours to
That's
pay
right,
back
72
$250,000.
from my ex-wife, what, Gina?
Yeah, why can't she pay it?
Because I
Yep,
mean,
it is Gina.
it's got to be Gina.
It was Gina.
Gina.
Damn, Gina.
Yep.
Damn.
I don't understand.
$250,000 doesn't seem like that much, but then I'm thinking it's 1982.
And she has conveniently skipped town.
Of course she has.
There we go.
Brandy never liked Gina. Let's be real about that right now.
About
Gina was a
45
mistake.
minutes away down the highway is poor Brandy Wallace, who has not done particularly well since her stint in prison.
She hasn't been able to afford to get her hair did in like 3 weeks.
It
Clearly.
is difficult to get a job after you go to prison for armed robbery. It's just, people don't seem to trust you. So whether it's, janitorial jobs or the odd job waitressing, half the time somebody'd start talking, they'd find out about what you did before, and it's another lost job.
There's
and
not really a
another
market
lost
for
job.
doing George Clinton and drag.
Let me tell you, when that safe at work got stuck shut, she got that right open. Fired the next day. But
It was easy. No problems.
In In these same not so wonderful circumstances, in another part of Los Angeles, poor Stuart Harris, the only work he can manage to find is repairing radios and television sets on a counter in the back of a bodega.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
And Aaron Kane, well, Aaron's temper is continuously getting Aaron in trouble.
You don't know.
That and the cocaine habit.
Oh, shit.
Fact.
Fact.
Alright, this like the law.
Most of the people that you've worked with just are at the point where they don't call you anymore. You're just too high strung for them.
That's their problem.
It's
It's not my problem. They just gave me the bumps, be fine.
So we cut back to Tony in his apartment, nursing a beer with a broken nose.
Why does my beer have a broken nose?
You have the broken nose, my friend.
I was hoping you'd say that. Thank you.
was a rough night
we're
for the
little
beer.
A bag of frozen peas held against his forehead.
Aww.
Because I couldn't afford a steak.
And wondering how he's going to solve this problem.
$250,000.
It's a lot of dollars.
I mean, there's ways to get that kind of money. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not above, but that requires a crew, and it requires a bigger take than
$250,000.
$250,000 because I can't let my people work for free because that's just not professional. So, who's out?
It takes you a bit going through the Rolodex calling people.
Yeah.
You get nothing,
And my Rolodex is a little outdated.
and nothing, and nothing.
About 8
And then
years.
I'm literally flipping through cards.
you
like-
get to the one that you should have probably called the day you got out, and you've just been putting it off.
You didn't call her?
And putting it off.
Oh.
Motherfucker.
Rude.
Damn.
Maybe calling isn't the best way to go.
Thought we were tight.
We are. I'm gonna drive over there.
Good
I'm
plan.
I'm driving to her mom's house. 'Cause I know.
You do know where her mom's house is.
Yes.
After a brief stop at her mom's house, you find out she's got a currently, for the time being at least, a cafe job.
Oh.
She's waitressing at the graveyard shift.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what's her skill set like? Like, what does she do?
She
Other
was
than
usually-
being a loyal best friend.
She was your best friend. She was almost always the driver and just an all-around kind of adrenaline junkie. Like, there was nobody who had more guts than
So-
Randy growing up.
So
Ever.
She's the one who fought my battles then?
For the most part.
Okay, that's fair.
From when you were teenagers skateboarding, or excuse me, when you were teenagers riding bicycles to when you drive, she was the one that was never afraid to try the impossible.
You were not cool enough to skateboard. You
No.
just weren't.
Sounds
I'm
like
too
me.
old.
Oh.
Too old.
There's still time.
Sidewalk surfing,
Wow.
That's not really anything.
not a thing. Yeah, so I will go to
She
this.
was also kind of a diehard opportunist. Only person like you ever met like that that was just ready for a buck. And in a moment's notice, the two of you were always tight like that. Always working an angle.
Well,
Can I take your order? I'm about to drink your coffee.
No, that's fine.
All right, that's cool.
so I will head to the diner.
You head to the diner that she is at work at, and she is there in the uniform, pouring coffee, does not look very happy. Yeah, pouring for a couple of customers on another lame night at this stupid job that doesn't pay enough. But what the hell else
Yeah.
you gonna do?
God,
Fuck
I can't
this
believe
job.
This is my
When a
fucking
ghost
life.
from your past walks in the door. He's a little older. His nose looks broken, and he's got a lump on the side of his forehead.
Motherfucker!
Bitch,
Tony!
Brandy.
Haven't you been out for a good shit of time?
2 weeks is not a long time.
Yeah, it is. Especially because you couldn't call me.
I could have called you, but you're never home because
All
you're
right.
always working at this diner.
Okay, here we go.
As soon as they
First of all, I just got this job like 2 days ago. Okay? So the fact that you trying to tell me that I'm always working, motherfucker, do you know? They were like, no, your ass is next felon. We ain't hiring you for shit. Every single damn job. Do you know how much money I got, motherfucker? I got 2 cents right now. I'm trying to pay my mom for doing my goddamn hair. Look what you did. You see what she did? This, 2 cents. What you want? What you want? Huh?
You know,
My customers are here. What you want, Tony?
you know your mom has a glass eye.
Yeah, I know. But I wasn't going to work my first day looking like Don King. Now she made me look like a blonde Don King.
Blonde king.
Yeah. Tony, I ain't laughing. Oh, Jesus, Tony. You just pressing my buttons.
Yeah. Well,
What you looking at?
Holy shit, Stuart Harris is in this cafe.
Stu?
Well, who the hell is Stu? Who's Stu? Who's Stu?
Stu
Hey.
was my celly.
So you couldn't get this fucker to call me?
I didn't even know he was.
He didn't really talk about you.
Are you? Wow.
Why you being like that,
Wow.
Stu?
All right.
That's Brandy.
That's cool.
Oh shit, this is Brandy.
That's Brandy.
Oh, talked about you all the time.
Oh yeah.
We haven't been in contact either, you know. It's just.
Oh yeah, he got a thing about not contacting me.
Yeah, you know what? I can tell.
Yeah, right? Like
You know.
somebody need to kick his. Oh look, it looks like someone already did kick his ass.
Yeah.
Shit.
No good.
That's what I came to talk to you about.
How can I help you, Tony?
I'm hoping that we help more than just me.
What's going on?
So, Gina,
That bitch. That fucking
Is that your wife?
bitch. Oh my
my
goodness.
ex-wife, Gina.
Oh, that bad, huh?
Lucky that she's an ex, cause I'm good.
Trust me, if you can find her, you can do whatever you want to her. She's into Peter Milano for $250,000.
Holy
Peter
shit.
Milano, like the gangster Pete?
Yeah.
Oh.
And she skipped town.
Wait.
And Peter's boys came and beat the crap out of me and told me I have 72 hours to pay it back, or they're gonna do something bad to Absidy.
Who?
Oh, God.
What? Okay. I'm
The
just
name's
think-
stuck.
I'm gonna think about this for
That's
a
a
second.
bad name.
I
So
know.
you married the bitch I told you not to marry,
Why didn't you
and
listen
then you
to
had
her?
a Absidy. What the hell kind of name is Absidy for a kid?
Yeah, I actually wrote it down for you so you can see the brilliance of Gina.
Why is her name the alphabet?
Because Daddy wasn't at the hospital and Mommy had a really, really good epidural.
Jesus, help me today. Mommy, I'm gonna take a break because I'm about to kill this. Okay, so she skipped town,
Uh-huh.
right? She's gone.
Yeah.
Absidy
No.
is gone because she was kidnapped by Mr. Milano, the world's most dangerous man. And you want this black girl to go? You know what, Tony?
No.
It's because it's you. It's you. So
I'm aware.
So, what do you have in mind to get $250,000 in 72 hours? Because
Well, I'm taking your side.
what is going on? Why you come? He in my bubble.
I'll go. Sorry.
Sit down, Stu.
Yeah, I'm sitting.
I'm just, you know what? I'm just emotional. I'm on my period, and my mom did this to my hair. So, and then I just found out that my friend is out of the joint, and he didn't tell me. And then all of a sudden, some guy named Stu was all up in my bubble. Okay,
sorry.
I'm fine. So, do you have a plan for?
Not yet. What I do have is a very reliable friend who it looks like also needs a different fucking job.
Okay. Because I do.
Because you do.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Only because I love you and I've known you for so long and it's money.
Look, if we get a small crew together, there are a few places that we can pick up, depending on how many people we can get. We can take that home each.
250 grand?
Each.
That's a lot of money.
Beats radio.
You could work at a much nicer diner in Watts.
Will I actually get to make my own pies?
You could open up a restaurant, so yeah. Or you could just franchise out at Denny's. Pie, either way.
Yeah. Yeah, because Denny's, they like got no black people in there.
I think that'll change in the future.
I don't know.
You know, I hope you're right. Seriously.
I almost held it together.
I know, you both did. You both did so well for like 10 seconds.
Okay, so we don't have a plan yet, though, right?
Well,
We just like,
I didn't have a partner until just now.
okay. What's
Hey,
this?
Stu, you still committing crimes?
Wow!
Or are you fixing
Stu,
radios at a pawn shop
you
over on the
commit-
east side?
You commit crimes, too?
No, I fix radios right now.
Mm-hmm.
Business is really bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate television.
I think for a lot of people.
Damn Betamax.
It's the worst. I mean, the quality is really nice.
I
We're
mean,
in LA. Yes.
Los Angeles.
I could. If you need somebody.
I need a tech guy. If I have a tech guy, we can steal all the money in the world if we got enough time. Unfortunately, we don't. I got 72 hours.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to go high risk, high reward, but
You ever do anything else?
yeah, I do much lower risk, high reward whenever I get the opportunity.
Yeah.
1982, Max Reddit.
Yeah, alright.
August the 13th.
I'm in.
So you got a driver, you got a tech guy. I mean, we're probably gonna need somebody else.
Three
Muscle-
seems.
Muscle seems like the good way to go, and I know just the guy. He's insane.
Okay.
I mean,
Wait, are you talking? You talking about that guy?
yeah, looks like a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah?
Knocks the face off anybody who tells him he looks like a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Yep, that's who I'm
I
talking
don't
about.
like that guy.
Nobody likes that guy, but he's nuts.
What guy are you talking about?
And he's gotta need money. I mean, you've seen how much coke he does.
Oh. We getting a crackhead? Seriously?
No, he's a cokehead.
No, but we need somebody who's gonna be
Yeah.
willing to take those bigger risks.
Yeah, but they're also gonna be willing to take all of the money.
Sure. Unless we plan around that. I mean, this is clearly the most likely person to double cross
Do
us.
we need to let them know how much we're going in for? Maybe we could split it not 3 ways or 4 ways?
I say everybody gets an equal cut until the plan changes.
Okay,
Alright.
okay. I know about your plans, so let's do it.
I'm not sitting in the back seat with Aaron though.
As long as I'm not getting the
Aaron's
fault
driving?
again.
No,
I'm driving.
you're driving.
Yeah.
Probably your car because her station wagon is not in the best shape. It's her mom's.
So, what time do you get quit?
Well,
Because the clock is ticking. We have 70
I'd
hours.
like to not get quit yet. I might. Bobby! My cramps are hurting a lot. I think I gotta go. Like a lot, like profusely all over the floor.
Okay.
Just
Okay. Not on the floor.
Thank you, Bobby. I'll see you in like, a week when it's over.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm good.
That worked in the 80s, definitely.
I'm good. Child of the 80s.
Yeah. No, that worked out well.
That was cool.
I got a swim class for 2 weeks every time.
Right?
2 weeks.
I am going to try and get a hold of Aaron Kane and quick.
This time of night, probably working at one of 3 or 4 clubs downtown, throwing people out.
All right.
We're not splitting up.
No, we are not.
Nope, I'm
Good.
coming.
It's on your 3rd stop that as you're pulling up to the curb, you see Aaron Kane tossing 2 people out by the scruff of their neck.
Kane!
What?
Bump.
Oh, that's sexy.
Yeah. Let's go. What you doing? Using your key?
That was easy.
You got it like out already? Bathroom, car.
Got some, crushed up Tylenol. He doesn't know the difference most of the time. He's so whacked out of his mind.
That's actually
Yeah.
probably, I was going to say, of course I know the differences, but you're probably right. It's
So whacked out.
There you go. That'll clear that
Now, Aaron Kane looks like
headache right up.
a 12-year-old boy combined with a beach musclehead.
Oh, pecs, baby.
Should I do this or your neck's the same as your foot?
You're doing way too good a job at that.
I know, it's like every wrestler in the world. Like, "Arr,
Aaron's cute.
I'm gonna get you next week." I look like Cartman on the screen when I do
Yeah,
that.
you were supposed to like doing the chubby bunny face at the same time.
Hey guys.
If he has no neck, how does he snort the cocaine?
What's up?
Speaking of cane, so we have a job.
Cool, I'm in.
All right, the catch is we have to have it done in the next 72 hours.
Cool. I don't sleep.
It might get messy.
Cool.
You need to let work know that.
No, but I'm gonna take a bunch of coke from the back. Hold on.
Aaron comes out like 5 minutes later.
Big bag of coke under
With
her
a
arm.
with a Ziploc bag.
Lunch sack.
This is the freaking.
Like I'm stuffing it
This guy is
into the.
terrifying.
Would you want to fight him?
Nope.
See?
And he comes out stuffing something into his jacket, well, wiping something off his nose.
Oh
Is
God.
it there? Can you see it?
Can I see what? Your brain? A little bit.
Jesus Christ. Oh man.
What are we doing?
We're making a lot of money.
I love it.
So, if you were looking to make a lot of money, what would you do?
What would I do? How much money? What's
We
the
don't
lot?
have time to start a porno company,
Should we
Okay,
sell
see?
the coke?
Nope.
and we don't have enough coke to sell. So,
We're pretty close. Hi, Aaron.
you remember Stu?
Yep.
This is Brandy.
What's up?
Hey.
Want a bump?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, at least you're sharing now. That's something. Nice to see that things haven't changed. Okay. So that kind of limits our options. I don't want to do an armored car because that's going to
Way too
definitely-
much work.
It's not even that it's that much more work. It just involves a lot more guns.
Yeah.
And I don't like using guns because I'm a pacifier.
That's.
Fact.
Never
Don't.
mind. No, I'm good.
I'm concerned that Paximo thinks this is my finest character portrayal. Alright, moving on. Well,
That leaves us with the bank and the racetrack.
bank.
There is the dog track.
How are we gonna get money off of the racetrack?
Oh, what I could do is I could share the cocaine with the dog. And then we'll get him really, really hyped up and it'll just right down there.
How are you gonna get to the dog in the first place?
Tony and I did a job a while ago, and there were coked out dogs involved.
Oh my goodness.
I remember that.
I didn't like it.
No.
But did it work?
No, because they actually test the dogs.
Yeah.
That is racist.
Oh Jesus.
Against the dogs?
Jesus.
They're all the same breed. They're just different flavors of
Lord,
greyhound.
hallelujah, have mercy, please help me today because this crackhead is going to get us into so much trouble. Jesus, I beg of you, please help us.
I lost
Please,
a
I'm
finger.
praying, I pray.
Oh, you lost a finger to the crack dog? Dope.
That's right, you did, and they reattached it the wrong way. Can you still bend it like that?
I don't want to. I don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry, I brought it up.
And hitting a big bank downtown is messy.
Why?
What if we
Because
did it at night? It's not like anyone can see me.
No, go to the. Oh, you funny.
I see what you did there.
That was good.
But
Right?
you also have to keep in mind that we are in South Central Los Angeles, so they're just looking for you anyway.
Oh, that's true.
No, we gotta do it in the day. You do it in the day.
Broad daylight robbery?
That's not a good idea.
What about right when they open?
Oh, I was just thinking that.
Sleepover bandits?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that
I
name.
think I like that idea.
right
Yeah.
when they open, man.
Nab the manager, walk him in the next morning.
Oh, no.
We're gonna have to case the joint though.
We do.
but
We gotta-
we don't have that
And we
long
don't
a
have the
time.
kind of time that it would
Yeah.
take to case the joint. I haven't been looking for big scores the last couple weeks because I didn't think I was going to be into the mob for $250,000.
Well, was there any
Hey, when
bank
that
that you've
happens.
ever done
I was
business
going to
with
maybe get a job at a video store.
since you've been out?
Is it-
Any jobs or
I banged one
Thanks.
hooker, and then I felt bad about it for a week. And then I decided to look for a job at a video store. Then I found out that the mob kidnapped my daughter, and I owe them $250,000. The end.
okay?
That's
That's a short 2 weeks.
It's a bad story.
Yes, it is.
I think we have an idea for a bank job.
We gotta look at the bank.
What if we did this? What if we did this? And it might be a crazy idea, but what if we did this? The first day, we check out the place to see who the manager is. Like somebody goes in, no, I can't do it. Do you have money? Do you have a little bit of money?
I mean, I've got a little bit of money.
Why don't you like open up an account or something?
Yeah, it makes
Say that you want to like talk to the manager, cause you're like the same color,
Act real nice to the lady behind the thing too.
right?
But we need like vault money.
What I'm saying is if you find out today who the manager is, we go follow him with him.
Probably.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Him.
We follow him on his way home, kidnap him that way. Bring him back the next morning.
That also might mean kidnapping his entire family.
No, we get him before he gets into the house. Or
Right, but then he won't come home, and then they'll.
oh,
then we're
hold
going missing
on.
and he went to the bank.
Before he leaves in the morning, we case his place out.
Mm.
Get him on his way out after he's kissed the wife and the kids.
Yeah.
Get him before he gets to the bank.
Yeah.
Tell him we'll do something to his family.
How are you with explosives? Not
Say
bad.
that you're good.
Serviceable.
Serviceable.
I ain't going back to Bobby.
Okay.
I don't even remember who that is.
My boss.
Oh. Yeah, that guy seemed like an asshole.
Yeah.
So
Right.
the best way to do this is, if you want to get the most out of it, which is, emptying a bank vault is all well and good in theory, but we can't take more than we can carry.
I can carry a lot.
Max Ryder brings something up that is important. I think it depends on the branch of bank. Typical banks wouldn't carry more than $250,000 in hard cash ever in one place, because that's the insurance cap that the federal government does.
But once a week, they gotta, empty things out into an armored car, right?
Very
The
much
problem
so.
is,
There
you're
are
trying to get
cash
an armored car on
exchanges.
the run, somebody's gonna get shot.
Yeah.
That's just the way that goes.
The
Yeah,
best
but why
branches of
can't-
banks involve transactions that aren't necessarily on the personal level. They involve bank-to-bank transactions. They're processing money that goes through for other people.
What if we're the ones who pick up the money?
In the armor.
That would be robbing the armored car, all the same. What if we get them both at the same time and maximize our profits? Wait till the armored car comes in to either do a pickup or a drop off.
That's what I'm saying.
Hit them while they're at the bank.
Yeah.
It's not a bad
That
idea.
gives you an
Yeah,
armored
but-
car
but-
and a bank vault at the same time.
Yeah.
The thing
But
is,
without
we
strong
don't
arming
know
anyway.
the schedules of the armored cars.
Mm.
So.
Oh no, let me tell you. I can find
We
out.
don't know the schedules, but if we know what kind of armored car we're looking for, I do know a guy who can get us those schedules.
And I can know a guy.
That's true. If
They-
she were to also meet that guy, she would then know a guy. He
Or
was.
if I,
She or a he?
God, I said she didn't know.
Yeah, you
Oh
did.
my God, I am so sorry, Aaron.
Run. Go.
just saying, I do have a lot in my pocket right now. I could help us out. Maybe, find some friends, armored car. I'm sure that someone is right man.
You know, I'm gonna make a call.
Okay.
So how about
yeah,
we
I'm
find
looking,
out?
Like, I'm
About
looking
15
for,
minutes
I'm looking
later.
for like a small savings and loan.
About 15 minutes later, Tony
That
comes
deals
back
with
from a few
payroll.
phone calls, and he's found exactly what he's looking for.
I could combine that.
Or just convenient enough to move the
It's
story.
always his thing. Tony's always he always knows a guy. That was always his shtick with you growing up. He always knew
I
a
know
guy.
Oh,
I know a guy.
That's right.
I got the heck goatman, I know a guy.
Okay.
Heck go, men.
Half the time, you couldn't figure out how he would know these people, but somehow he would know them, and they would be nice to them, and it got you guys free shit. So
Yeah, I never questioned it.
got you into clubs you shouldn't have been allowed into.
But that's how I
and-
got into trouble too.
We are
So-
gonna need a van. What? Are we can't just lug the money on our backs.
I know. I thought we were gonna steal the armored car.
We are, but then we're gonna have to.
Change it out. That's right.
But it could be fun. So, here's what I got. Small improvised explosive device, not big enough to hurt anybody, but big enough to make a lot of noise.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
We use that device tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be on a remote detonator. Can you do that? Radio detonator?
Yeah, I can make some work.
Excellent. So what we do is we take this small explosive device, we take this $500 cash,
Uh-huh.
and we go open a safe deposit box over at that savings and loan,
Yep. There we go.
where we place the small explosive device.
Uh-huh.
When they're doing the changeover from the vault, we set it off. Big explosion, they all hit cover. We just wait till they're about loaded up, and we just finish the loading and drive off into the sunset. They're gonna
Okay.
be too busy dealing with that explosion to even think that there's a robbery going on. Or if they do think there's a robbery going on, they're gonna think it's happening in a different part of the
Inside.
bank where the
Yep.
vault is.
And
I like
then after
that
you get the
idea.
truck,
Then we get the hell out of Dodge in that armored truck. We switch them out, drive that sucker into the river, and maybe we're rich, or maybe I have broken even after paying off a mob boss. Either way, my daughter's alive and I'm happy.
Do we know when the armored car is coming?
he's got the schedule.
I got the schedule.
We've got the schedule. Okay. And
And whether it's pick up or drop off, and how much they're picking and dropping off from each location. So we wait and get them at the last one at the end of the day before they run in.
It'll be a 4 o'clock hit.
And it's a 4-bank job, all at the same time.
Cool.
4 p.m. hit
Okay.
means that the highways will be blocked, so law enforcement response will be delayed.
Rush hour, baby.
It also means getting out of town will be difficult.
rush hour in LA.
Like you'd be driving a tank at 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, but it's not like we can go anywhere on the highway.
We should just
probably
hide.
have
No,
to take,
there are
like, the
sidelines
small
on the
roads,
highway
side
for-
roads.
Emergency
There are
vehicles.
That's
Of
true.
course we
We
have to
should-
take side roads,
yeah.
but they're gonna come after us.
Well,
the
so
cops
what-
are going to come after us.
Well, yeah. So what we need to do is figure out routes. Sorry.
This was always your specialty.
I got this.
So you're going to pour over some maps to plan some routes for the extraction.
Okay.
I want you to give me some repair rolls to make your explosive device.
That's this one. This one.
And don't forget your wild die.
Yep.
I ran this game Sunday, but I did forget all about Benny's. That's gonna be
Ambulance. Now that is an
Ambulance.
idea.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
6.
Steal a helicopter.
You're able to put together this small improvised explosive
So
device.
while they're doing that,
Pretty sure.
we're gonna go steal an ambulance.
Pretty sure I could help us steal an ambulance.
Well, these two go out to tenants. Now,
More Coke.
Yep.
The explosive device itself is relatively small, but in order to get the signal strong enough, the send device is this massive walkie-talkie
Yeah.
size thing. And even then, you've got maybe 100 yards tops range with it.
It's like like an old school C4 detonator.
Yeah.
We have to flip up the thing and then pull down the switch and then push the button.
Yeah.
Well, it's got a couple of safety measures in it because he's a very cautious individual. He was sweating the entire time he was building the explosive, even though he
Oh,
knows
yeah.
it was perfectly stable compounds that could not possibly detonate while he was making it.
Well, he was worried someone would try to electrocute him while he was putting the plastic explosives together and set them off, even though that's never really happened.
It's happened
With
before.
these two gone, you're alone with him, and you observe all of these things about him. He's a very nervous little man.
You break him in half.
What's your problem?
So tell me about this ambulance theft.
Stuff.
You got like diabetes and
How are we going to
insipidus
go
or
about it? Are we
something?
stealing an active
Anemic.
ambulance, a motor pool?
Opinion. I
You're like sweating all over the place. It's kind of gross.
I got beat up a lot as a kid.
So
A lot.
it's still gross.
A lot.
Like, do you need some secret?
Oh,
Because I got some.
That's
No,
a
I
very
have some.
balance for a woman.
It's strong enough for a man.
No, I'm just gonna take a shower and
Yeah, you
have
should
some
do, 'cause
deodorant in
you
my bag.
smell. You
No,
smell.
I'd say, yeah, if we
Yep.
if we
Is
can
the
take it
device
from
ready to go?
where there's fleet vehicles,
just about.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
city fleet vehicles, private hospital, like a rural
What's
metro
this button right
style
here?
ambulance
Oh,
company.
oh.
There's quite a few
Okay.
options.
Something right out of
Good.
their lot would be
It's a stage
ideal.
trigger.
I
Not
want
that
some
bad.
Got it.
stealth lockpicking.
So I'm
and
trying not to kill
those rolls
myself.
should cover
Absolutely.
the two of you.
Got
That's
it.
a good way to be.
Stealth and lock
Okay.
picking.
I want
This
some
is
stealth
the
and
thing.
lockpicking.
Okay.
This is our big receiver.
I
so we're
have
just
neither
gonna
skill.
slide
Not-
that up,
Oh.
pull that up, and that
That's
reveals the
okay.
button.
You just
Push
have
that,
to, like,
knock,
You're going to need to
push
do the
that.
driving
Okay,
if
okay.
somebody can do stealth and
Um,
lockpicking.
and that
Yeah, I
should
think I can do stealth and
about
lock
100
picking.
yards.
I think. Do I have those
Send us into
skills?
this
Yes,
thing.
I do.
should go up.
I can do things.
Probably should hit a pawn shop before they get back. Just hit a nice little ring box or something we can hide it in, pretend
My
it's
stealth
something
is
nice.
an 8, so I got
I can do
not
that.
a raise.
Thanks.
I think I've got a pretty decent route figured out for us right now, so I'll head over to the pawn shop and go get like a ring box.
Awesome.
Cool. I'll just make sure nobody.
Ooh,
fucks
my
with
lock
this stuff.
picking, I got 11, so I got
So
a raise
you
on my
should
lock
probably,
pick.
like, hide
to,
it in your stinky
hotwire set
little
ambulance.
Yeah.
clothing.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to take apart the
Or something.
dash at all. Get
Yeah,
ready for
yeah.
the wiring.
I'll see
Oh,
you
no,
in like
stealing cars.
45 minutes.
That's like,
I'll be
here.
Jim, shake the done screwdriver.
And fleet vehicles often use a really similar key imprint, and so there's usually only 4 or 5
And city fleet
variations.
vehicles keep hide keys. Right here.
There's usually only 4 or 5 different possible keys, so if you have one of these keys, just try a few ambulances. It'll work on one of them.
All right.
A short time later, you meet back at your apartment.
I got a watch box. I couldn't find a ring box.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. So we need to figure out where we're
That's
going to
better.
stash the ambulance in the meantime. You got a good spot on the route that we can drop it off?
Yep,
Awesome.
it's right here under this overpass right here. We're gonna lead from the bank, and I tell you all the things. Now,
Yeah.
It's a really good route. You really
I'm gonna-
missed working with Brandy.
On
It's true.
on
It's
it,
nice being around smart people for a change.
there is a white
Everybody I was with before got caught.
on one of the turns.
I wonder why. Fucker. Whose fault is that?
I have a watch box, like the long ones.
What were you saying?
Oh, it was
That's great.
it was a bad cookie.
Yeah.
Oh. Good. So, who's opening the account?
Don't look at me, cause you know they ain't gonna give me nothing.
I'll do it.
It's my job. Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. That's good.
You would be sweating. They would think you were there to rob the bank, even if you weren't.
So you're gonna go in there in the early afternoon or morning before the robbery is going to take
Yes,
place?
I'm going to be wearing my grown-up disguise with my
Ah,
glasses and my suit,
so you do all
my-
the suit.
my court suit.
Yep. Your lawyer told you that you should get it, and it's kind of just been hanging out ever since.
Yep, and like maybe instead of like a good wig, but like a mop head that I fashioned into a wig. No, a decent disguise is what I'm going for. I would like to not look like Tony Shinky, career criminal. I would like to look like Anthony Shinke, possibly middle management.
Any day now, the boss is gonna notice him.
Any day.
Any day.
All right, you approach this branch of the bank that you intend to rob later. It's not particularly busy on this given morning, but not slow either. And within a few minutes, you're up in front of the teller with your stack of cash and your watch box.
Mine.
Can I help you today, sir?
Absolutely, you could help me. Carol,
for you?
is that your name?
Yes, it is. What can I do
Stop
for you,
it.
sir?
Stop it.
No, Sharon.
No, he's got
Oh my
this.
god.
How about that local professional sports team?
I'm gonna make you sing the song when we're done. For them.
I'm just kidding. I need to. Do they still do safe deposit boxes?
Of course, sir. We have quite a few safe deposit
Now,
boxes.
all I have to have for that is a key, right? And I could give that to my son. So-
Absolutely.
We're good.
See, I just found out that I have stage 2 cancer,
I'm so sorry.
and I
sir.
want to leave something behind for my boy. But,
I am so
but I
sorry.
don't want his mother to find out about it because it's Playboys.
Oh, okay, sir.
He's gotta teach him to be a man when he's gone.
All right. Well, you'll just
It's the
fill out these
80s.
forms, and we
Okay.
can get you started right away.
I was kidding about the Playboys. Inheritance stuff. I'm sorry, Sharon. I didn't mean to make you nervous. Okay, and there you go. Signed, Carl Lovegood.
And you open yourself a safe deposit box. Place the little device with the watch box inside there, along with a little bit of other odds and ends.
You know, nails. Oh wait, not that kind of explosive device.
Oof, that's mean. And a few hours later, you're back at the apartment. During this time, Stuart and Brandy have gone and put the ambulance at the drop location.
Everything's good, I think.
Well, good.
And for the first time in probably 2 or 3 days, Aaron passed out for about 4 hours, then woke up and did 3 fat rails and is back in action.
Right.
He's looking good, is he?
He?
He's been working out.
Yep.
I haven't seen him sleep.
Nothing but cardio all the time. I love that you two are getting shipped by Shaq. That's just making me so happy right now. Sorry.
Yep.
You know, it
So
actually
great.
took till today and that being put as an example for me to know what that term meant.
What? Being shipped?
I just pretended to
Seriously?
know when I saw it before.
Oh yeah, no. I found out what shipped meant when I was on DFA.
Just found out what that meant.
I realized my real ass
worst
nerd
part was that
glasses
Chris Odie
are more
explained it to me.
character appropriate.
Also, you can actually see.
Chris, are you serious? How does Chris know what shipped means?
I think from Sarah.
Of course, yeah. Okay, I can see that. Okay.
Because like he did it like they're shipping it. Like he had just himself.
Oh my god.
Holy
It was really delightful, and I was just like, wow, you are more hip than me, Chris Odie. Shit. I need to change my game up a little bit.
Wow. Well, I just found out what it meant, so I don't even know what that says.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hip has never been my strong point.
Oh, now don't say
How
that.
did it go at the bank?
Yeah. how'd it go?
I am the Carl Lovegood is the proud owner of.
Your name was Carl Lovegood.
Carl Lovegood.
That's
It was
so
either
fake.
that
They're
or-
gonna know that's fake.
Or either that or Peter Shagwell, and I figured that was just.
Shag
You know,
Lovegood. Lovegood works because I mean the
It's fine.
jacket. Come on, you look like a Lovegood.
On a related,
I wore the suit. Have you seen the court suit?
on a related topic to those names, in this year, just the previous month, John Holmes was indicted for possession of stolen property in July of 1982. Porn star John Holmes indicted possession of stolen property.
Nice.
Oh, wait.
What did
what
he
was
Felony
stolen?
counts.
Yeah.
Multiple felony counts.
Did he
of
steal just like dreams?
I'm too young to
So
know
he
that
really
porn
was
star.
smuggling a cucumber, as it turned out.
Man.
Wait till James finds out what Bay is.
Isn't that Finnish for poop?
Yes.
No. No.
Yeah, so when you say that, you're calling This is my shit.
So juicy, gotta love them.
On fleek.
It is. That's how you say poop in Finnish.
Oh God.
It really is. Go ahead and look it up.
Yes, it is.
In the meantime, we have a bank in the 80s to rob.
Yes. So.
Oh, Danish? I'm sorry, Danish. Thank you. See? Told you. Not making it up. It's poop.
So the
Moving
bank
on.
job. Love good. Okay. So.
There's a bomb and a safety deposit.
There's a
box
bomb. Okay. Awesome.
And you've got maybe 100 yards range with that remote.
So tonight we just wait and party?
I still think that we should get.
It's actually been a night already. You're just a little off on the time.
there. You're just still awake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we party?
Nope, we take a nap.
Not napping. Sleep when I'm dead.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you will.
probably soon.
So, what's the take looking like on this car by the end of that day?
It should be
If we-
upwards of.
Like, of the next 2 days, is there a day that is more lucrative than the other day?
I
guess they wouldn't be picking up from
No.
the bank we're going to both days.
No, it's
Yeah.
one day. You've got at least 1.1 million should be in the car by the time it reaches that destination.
All right, should we talk about roles? Game plan, like, hey, I'm gonna do this, and then when I do this, you're gonna do this?
So that's
I
Yeah.
want
at least
to
$1 million.
stay in the truck.
Why?
This is a 4-man job. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a 5-man job.
I mean, I'm
but
driving.
No, I know you're driving. I just don't want to get shot.
that we're running is a 3-man job.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll just stand in front of you. I'm invincible.
Oh my God.
Actually, yeah, that's fine.
You stand behind Aaron all the time.
Yep.
He's really
Okay.
broad.
Oh, Aaron also provided some firearms, which you'll notice are on your character sheets.
I don't know how to use a gun.
Oh, brass knuckles. Yeah, motherfucker. Yes.
I think you
Is
just
this-
had those.
You've
Yeah.
always had. But
Yep, because that's what I do.
Is this?
it was actually the thing you missed most when they took away your property and they sent you to prison. It was the one thing you missed the most.
Okay, so you guys want to do what? Pantyhose, ski masks?
I ain't wearing no pantyhose.
Let's do ski masks.
To protect your identity
On the face.
so they don't see you.
Well, they're gonna know what color I am, so let's do ski masks.
I thought this was an odd time that would work in your favor.
No, because then I'd have to do sheer because, the tights kind of like rub my skin.
What about like a- like-
Also, she'd have to get her hair done again, and like, I don't know if you want to do that.
That's gonna be an issue.
So we're just
'cause
gonna-
I have to pay my mom again.
So what about
another
like Halloween
2 cents.
type masks? You know, like clowns or
Oh, I get
Nah, I
a
don't
Ronald
like
Reagan
clowns.
one. That would be cool.
Wait, we could all be
you gonna
Reagan.
pretend to be a president when you rob a bank? That would never work.
What if we're
I'm gonna pretend to be a white man when I rob the bank.
Now that could work.
Yep.
I want to be Captain America.
The superhero Captain America?
Yeah, come on, like no one would ever suspect that it was Captain America robbing the bank.
Okay, I just figured out what the problem with Aaron is. He reads comic books.
Never mind.
But let me tell you,
So we can look at you and know you read comic books.
Yeah.
but Stu doesn't take bumps off their titties.
So what the hell is a comic book?
Off the comic book
You know, like
titties.
Superman, Batman, that shit.
I thought that was like a TV thing.
I
Like-
could.
No,
Superman.
funny books, man. They're
Okay.
like we read when we were kids. Remember Archie?
Oh.
You must remember stealing copies, Archie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No.
They
I
were worth some
remember that.
cash in junior high. You could get
Yeah.
a nickel a piece for them.
Yeah, I did. At least. All right. So, what are the next steps right now? We just wait until the morning and
We all need to be
fresh.
in the bank as customers, right? One person out in the parking lot with the detonator.
Should
Whoever that may be.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
The rest. The rest of us are gonna be in the bank, doing bank stuff, waiting in line. You know, it's the end of the day.
End of the day is usually the busiest
A
time.
good idea for me to be in the bank, though.
We are going to be customers in the bank,
You can go in that bank.
in disguise.
In my hair. Okay. So we're not gonna put on the masks to go into the bank.
No, we're gonna use all of the smoke to put on the masks then.
Okay, got it. Awesome.
Now
Sounds
you
like a good
see
idea.
his plan.
Got it.
We let the lobby fill up with the smoke. People are gonna be scattering. Anyway, you just get down below the smoke line, you pop on that mask, and you jump in the back of that van as hard as you can. I'll be taking,
It's been a long time for that. Sorry.
or rather,
go
you
on.
jump in the front. I'll jump in the back. You take out the guard
Go.
with the fists,
Yeah,
or
I'll-
tie him up, or whatever you gotta do. Just
Fists.
try not to kill him. Or if you do, I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, in fact, some banks do have video surveillance in the 80s, but it's relatively new. The branch that he has chosen does have video surveillance,
But I can
it's
just take the-
extraordinarily limited, and you can just, take the tapes because it's kind of a new thing.
In the meantime,
Man,
I'm
committing
gonna
crimes
go.
used to be so easy.
I'm also going to stop at the hardware store and pick up.
Yes.
Stopping at the hardware store, I'm gonna pick up a couple of rolls of duct tape. Since zip ties aren't really a thing, just in case. And I had another buy that I was also going to get at the same.
Razors.
Torch.
Ah.
In case we need to cut the door open.
Okay.
And there was one other thing, and it was the thing that I originally wanted to go in for. Give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Totally forgot what it was.
So we can't go in together, right? We gotta go in separately.
Yeah, I'm staying in the parking lot.
You'll be in the van.
I've got a
Yeah.
phone, so I can. I don't know, it look like I'm having an argument.
It's
Well,
like
at the
one of
old
those
chunky ass
Big,
headset.
yeah, Zach Morris.
Is that a
phones.
friggin' car phone?
Oh, this is totally portable. Look at it.
Yeah, like a car phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you meant there's like car phones with wires.
Works on like a satellite or a cellular signal.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
that
really
is some
stressed
pretty-
out right now.
Cutting edge stuff. That had to cost you thousands.
Where'd you get that money from? Huh, Stu?
No, I
Get a
didn't.
phone. Where'd you get the phone
I
from, Stu?
didn't buy the
Hmm?
phone.
Okay.
Stu's not known for buying his technology.
There was a broken one in the shop, and I thought if I fixed it, maybe I'd just keep it.
Okay.
Also, does this gun show in my jacket? I'm really worried
It really
about this.
shows.
Oh God.
It's like
Put it
a
in your
buck
pants.
10.
You should put it in your pants.
Like the gun is horrifically obvious.
I don't think that's gonna be any better.
You got an excuse if it's in your pants. Just saying.
So is this? Oh God. Is that better?
Yeah.
It looks like
You
he
look
has
like
a
you're
gun in
having
his
some
pants.
difficulty.
I feel like I'm gonna shoot my dick off. I'm putting it back in the jacket.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Just gonna see the gun though.
What would you say the meatiest part of you is? I know this is a weird question.
I think his,
When you say meatiest, do you mean like most malleable, toughest?
Big.
Cause like abs. But like my ass cheeks can just like
That's what
click
I was
together.
gonna say. That ass.
Just holds. Just clench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How far away is the ambulance parked?
About
3 miles.
Okay.
3 miles. That's
Yeah.
good.
Pretty close, but a far enough distance away. So you
That
should
we
be able
can-
to lose any pursuit if you get any.
And it's
That's
under
a long
bridge.
way in Los Angeles.
So we've got cover.
Because there is the helicopter to consider. The Los Angeles Sheriff's Department down there, they've got a couple of helicopters.
That's why I did it under the bridge. I mean, I parked it, not did it, because it's been a long time since I've done it. But
We know.
oh, okay.
You're good.
So my period is like.
Really hurting. Yeah, it's a bad period day. I think most of Compton knows.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's
I just wanted to
fine.
make sure
Oh,
that if there was.
That's your way into the bank. You gotta use the bathroom. You're on your period.
I don't think anybody.
Why don't you go to a bank?
Ah, she was walking down the street. It just hit, and it was like a river.
Okay.
That's how it works, right?
I'm gonna
Don't
be
tell
honest. I have no idea.
I like the fact that we can just keep mystery.
The mystery of it
The
all.
mystery of it all.
It's gonna go down her legs. I mean, messy. Come on, she's pink.
I want to get a couple uniforms.
What kind of uniforms?
2 EMT uniforms.
For the
1 police uniform.
All right. You know some people and are able to pull that off.
Which will be returned undamaged, of course.
Most of them are surprised to hear from you. Didn't know you were out.
No reason, just a little Halloween party I'm going to.
In August.
You gotta start early.
All right, guys. So we do this in less than 24 hours. We've got an airtight, foolproof.
No, do
Go
it again.
ahead.
Do it again. Try again. Try again with a straight face. Try again.
We got an airtight, foolproof plan.
Here. Just hit it and then do it. I promise it'll be
I'm gonna be
straight.
honest. You are not filling me with a lot of confidence right now.
I know.
Let's do this.
I can fill you with confidence here. Yeah, that's right.
Take a
That's
hit.
right. Just.
What?
Yep. Close
Am I
one.
gonna-
You close one. Yep. There you go. And just.
Please stop showing people how to do cocaine on television.
I think my nose is bleeding.
It probably is.
I'm gonna.
You know that's poison, right?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Love you.
I'm gonna take his.
I actually came here for a reason.
And so Stu does coke.
Oh, he tried it at least and did not like it.
You think you hear him repeatedly sneezing in the bathroom.
Well, Stu, your nose is so red. What red nose you have? No? Okay.
I'm gonna. Is this gonna be gone by tomorrow?
Oh, God.
All right.
Just yeah. Like 10 minutes.
You'll be fine, guy.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'm fine. See, I'm fine. I could kick your ass. I'm fine.
That's part of the problem.
It's gonna be a long night.
It really is.
Okay. So we're sleeping.
Some of you are.
I am going over ins and outs and of course I can't sleep
No.
and
It's been more than 8 years since you've done a job, and you've never tried something this big, really. This is.
so I need a contingency and I'm going to work on that over the night, but it will involve it won't involve doing anything that I haven't already done in the last 2 days. Although one of those items I am definitely going to repeat.
Excellent.
You doing what I think you're doing?
I don't know. Are you? Am I? What do you think I'm doing?
I don't know.
The morning comes.
Oh, blessed
For
morning.
some of
You
you,
wanna fit in
it was a
the group?
decent,
Sure.
nice sleep. For others, there was a few quick naps in there and a lot of really really
Right.
bad television.
Yeah, you can rub that on whatever. I don't give a shit.
I made pancakes.
I'm
but
making waffles.
I feel like my entire body has been drug over with a rusty spoon.
You're gonna be all right.
You got to watch some great stuff on MTV.
Yeah.
Today is the day, people. We are gonna rob 4 banks.
Though you're pretty sure they played in the videos Eye of the Tiger on rotation like at least 15 times overnight.
Dun, 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 dun,
Well,
dun.
it is the number 1 song in the whole
Dun,
country.
dun, dun.
It is. I think it's on like the 4th or 5th straight week.
Dun, dun.
I think we've reached the 20-second limit.
Dun,
We've reached the 20-second
dun,
limit, I think.
dun,
Yeah, we gotta stop.
dun, dun,
No,
dun.
no more,
No,
no more.
we'll get the video cut.
Oh.
Go. 20 seconds max. We'll take it off of the internet. We can't have it. We're not
Take
allowed.
that, internet.
We're not allowed. Copyright laws.
Mwah.
Also, probably don't want to be driving the old Monte Carlo.
No, probably not.
So
What is your car solution? You can borrow the station wagon from Randy's mom.
that I would not want to do that for the exact same reason I don't want to take my car.
Stuart has a van.
I'm not taking Stuart's car either. I think we should not have our own vehicles there in case they get caught or traced back.
Why don't I just go offer a guy on the street some of this and ask for a car?
I think that's
I mean, you could do that, yeah.
I think that's a
If you
good
can get us a
plan.
car.
I'm gonna go hotwire something while he's doing that.
No, I'm not stealing a car because then.
Well, anybody you know that would trade you their car for cocaine, this car more than likely is going to be stolen.
Well,
Right, but it's not gonna come up like new, like, hey, this guy just stole my car on this street.
What an excellent idea. We're gonna go steal Gina's car.
That is a wonderful
Yeah.
plan.
Oh, because we hate Gina.
Fuck Gina.
No, I'll
Gina is
hotwire
trash.
Gina's car.
You
That
steal,
bitch.
you steal Gina's car.
Thank you, Hellcat. That's a great idea.
Good. Gina
Damn,
has
Gina.
a really nice Mercury that she bought with all the money she took from you.
Yeah, I'm
Why
sure.
didn't we sell the car?
It's not worth $250,000.
Not even close.
And we
All
got
of her
all
hoiness has been on it.
these- Her what?
Okay, so we are gonna
Or
go over
juices.
to Gina's place and go get the car.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Wait.
Somebody give me a.
Wait. Don't you think that they'd be like checking out Gina's place?
Who?
mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if she comes back?
Well, they already know where we are.
Yeah,
So
because
what's
of
the
his
problem?
nose.
I don't think they're gonna give a shit.
Okay.
Yeah, he got beat up.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know if you knew that.
Oh, yeah.
He got beat up.
That's not how you always look?
Well, I mean, it is usually after I talk to you.
Oh. Okay.
What? That could never happen.
Yeah. How the hell would that ever happen, Max Ryder?
Mom shows up at the bank playing this. Oh, God.
In fact, you don't even actually have to steal Gina's car because she still keeps the extra house key in the same fucking place and still hides her extra car keys in the same place.
One of those things where I like pull down the
Yeah, it's really, really
flip
bad.
down the visor and catch the keys.
And she always bragged about how smart it was and how nobody'd ever find it.
Man, I thought I was gonna get to hotwire something, and I got really excited. And that was dumb.
About that.
I'm going to take the key and throw it, and then you can hotwire it.
So we have a ride.
We'll need it
Yeah,
later.
we got it right. Let's
You are
do
right,
it.
with leather interior even.
All right. Brandy, do you want to post up outside so you can just hop the front seat?
Oh, it's July. That leather
Sure, let's do
interior
it.
is gonna be hell.
August, right?
It's
August.
Oh, is it August?
It's
Yeah.
going to be way worse.
No, you got released in July.
Yes,
Excuse me.
Like end of
which was
July.
2 weeks ago.
The leather interior still sucks, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it does. But you could clean messes right off, which was really important for Gina.
It is.
In-
And luckily I'm playing a man, so I won't be in shorts, so I won't have the peel, where you stand up and you're like, oh, okay, hold on, guys, I gotta peel the thighs off one by one.
Now, Aaron's usual outfit is muscle shirts and overly tight jeans.
Yeah.
And a roll of quarters in the front.
Yeah.
Aaron is wearing skinny jeans, guys.
Whoa.
I know.
I said this wasn't an armed robbery, and yet you still brought those guns.
Thank you for being so supportive.
I love you, baby. Even when you're a
There's no guns.
even when you're a cuffed out meathead.
There's no guns.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
like a cannon, babe.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah, no, it's pretty
And
pathetic.
I'm keeping the sleeves
So
on.
you were laying things out. Brandy was going to stand out front of the bank, was your suggestion?
Or yeah, hang outside so Chris,
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the car.
I'm gonna go hit on a bank teller.
I recommend Sharon.
Okay.
Seems real
You're getting to
receptive.
Sharon's line.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into Sharon's
Stuart, you're in the
line.
van, or are you in the car? Where are you? Who are you?
Am I cool? Do you need me to come in? I can go in.
No, I'll just say now, and then you hit the button.
Okay. Are we close enough to the vault where this is parked currently?
When we get there, the armored car should be there already.
Yeah,
That's-
the armored
that's-
car is out front loading when you pull up.
Ah.
We're on schedule.
Parking on the curb. He gets out and heads into the bank. Tony's on his way inside, as far as I'm aware, along with Aaron going inside, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna go hit on
Tony and Aaron
Sharon.
going inside. Well, Brandy is on the curb. And you are still in the car? Where are you? Where are you?
Why are you always trying to be around me?
No, I'm gonna be outside the car, like leaned up against the front hood.
Like he got
With your giant
With my
detonator.
giant phone. No, I'm leaving the detonator with you, and I've just got my big phone. Give you a thumbs up. It'd be great.
Got it.
I can't possibly
Hey.
go around.
Nah, nothing good. The two of you enter the bank. There's about 11 customers inside. It's decently busy.
All right, so on my signal, okay? So the plan is currently, as it stands, I assume that the safety deposit room is right next to the vault.
Correct.
Proper, like in a separate. I mean, it's in the vault room, but not
But
in
separate
the vault.
room. Yes, correct.
The idea is I want to get the device to go off while the guards
Are transferring?
are in the vault.
Are still in the vault. Okay.
Are still in the vault. That way, they're either going to make a beeline for the door. They're probably going to hit for cover first because they're trained. And that'll give me enough time to shut the vault door while the smoke is filling up the room.
All right. There's 11 customers in the bank. Aaron's in line, getting closer to Sharon. You're in one of the other lines, moving closer and closer.
And I'm just waiting for the moment, count it down once they get in there.
The guards are inside of the vault.
Let them load let them load the first one up.
Load up, then back inside the vault again.
Now,
Give me
Brandy.
a repair roll.
California love,
Brandy.
baby, this is my life.
I'm gonna spend a Benny on that.
do it.
Spending a penny.
And a Benny.
Because that was a 2. That's gonna be a 9.
Yeah, buddy. That's
Your
a raise.
device works flawlessly despite all of the metal and radio signals and everything that could possibly go
Oh.
wrong that you thought might go wrong. Didn't happen. And when Brandy hits that switch, it pops. It's not an exceptionally loud or big explosion, but it produces quite a bit of smoke, as was intended. And within moments, the fire alarms are going off. People are screaming and running for doors.
Sharon!
All the people
I'm
coming
gonna
out of the
try.
train.
I'm gonna
Before
try.
we continue,
I was gonna try
we're going to
stealth.
do, yeah,
You want to stealth?
I'll wait till we. I mean, if this is what we're
we're
doing.
going to do it based on the system of initiative in this game, which uses cards.
Yeah.
Mommy, I'm
Now,
so
some of you have things that involve the initiative system in this game.
Oh.
Oh, I do.
Specifically, yes,
What?
Christian has something
I've
that
got tons
involves
of
the
them.
initiative system in this game.
They'll be under your edges if you do.
Yours are very focused. You are very good
Yep.
at driving, shooting, and beating people up.
Yep, I am.
So for yours to give them a
Two-fisted.
two-fisted, yeah, it means you can have a weapon in each hand and it won't be penalized for it.
Okay.
Ace is all about making driving checks.
Got it.
And Steady hands is things that would make it unstable, like say driving and shooting at the same time, or riding a motorcycle and shooting. You will suffer the penalties for that other people do, or balanced on a ledge, or any number of things.
Zip lining while firing your
that
gun.
would make that normal people just couldn't do because you're doing too.
At the same time.
Randy's got that.
I like double fisting.
Shah.
So, will you give me a knowledge tactics roll on that one
Oh yeah, that's
to see how much
wait,
you benefit?
What do I have for that? I don't know. I'm dumb.
You are not dumb.
Found it.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
6.
Ooh.
6.
Well, I'll be damned.
So that's 15.
That's maxed out. So with those raises, Christian will get to draw 3 extra cards. Now these cards can be used at any time in place of, say, one of his other friends' initiatives, so that they can go sooner, or in place of his own. They're just extras.
And also, I'm level-headed, so anything under a 5, I don't keep.
That is correct, which includes those 3 extra cards he gets to keep.
Mm-hmm.
So for everyone else, it's just a card.
Good card. 8.
Acceptable card.
Oh, I got a 4.
Any of these not a 5?
Take this one back.
Okay.
Are aces high or low?
High.
I'll take those then.
All right.
Oh,
Those are your
damn.
3
Oh
bonus
my
cards.
God, damn.
And your actual card for yourself.
Also, people watching, you might be thinking, well, what if people have the same card? There is an order to suits.
Yes.
It's reverse
And
alphabetical.
suits also
Right.
play an effect in chases. For example, if we get into a car chase and someone draws a club, that's bad.
Right, yeah, it's reverse alphabetical order, basically.
Come on, it's an armored car heist. There's no,
No
way
way
we're
you're
gonna
gonna
get
get into a
chase.
car
It's
chase.
fine. We're fine. It's
We're fine.
fine.
And our security guards have a 9.
Oh, I go before them.
Our first person has the King of Spades, unless you want to substitute one of those aces in place of yours or someone else's.
Let's see. You're gonna hop in the car this round. Is that your big plan?
Yeah.
the armored car, which there are 2 guards outside
I'll
at
come
the
with
armored
you.
car.
Right, but I'm getting the 2 that are in the vault,
Correct.
and I'm locking them in the vault. I'm gonna jump ahead.
Jumping to the ace. All
Jumping
right.
to the ace, switching my initiative for it.
Ace is spent.
I don't know what kind of door to make. Like a strength roll or something to close the door. It's a vault door. I mean, it's on hinges. I don't imagine it's.
No,
that
it's not particularly difficult, but just.
But I'm not- can
I
I
wanted
do-
to give you a stealth
I would-
roll
I would
because
like-
it's about doing it before they realize what you're up to, as
the
opposed to
math.
anything else.
10.
10. You are able to get that closed, and it's right about the time that you're locking it that one of them realizes that the vault door is being closed, and they just got locked in the vault.
Oh no.
So 2 of the guards are locked inside the vault, of which one was a bank guard and one was from the armored truck. And there are still 2 armored truck guards outside. One is in the vehicle, one is not in the vehicle.
Now masks on, everybody.
You use the ace that again. Now we're back to the King of Spades for the next highest initiative. What do you want to do, Brandy?
So I'm like in the car. Minding my own
Well, you're on the
business.
curb because you haven't gotten into the car yet. You triggered the
I thought I
bomb
was
and
in
it
the
went
car.
off. You were on the curb,
I
on
was
the
on
street.
the curb. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going.
It's
through
okay.
Alzheimer's.
It's all right. It's not a problem.
So
You
what are the
triggered the
guards doing
explosion.
now that this explosive device is
Well,
going?
they haven't gotten a chance to act, but there's a very much alarmed expression on their face.
Are they gonna run in just to find out what's going on, especially?
They're
one of their
probably going to do
guys?
something. You would guarantee that at least that guard that is not driving, you're fairly certain from your own experience that the one in the driver's seat is not going to get out of the driver's seat unless someone forces him out. But that guy on the curb is an unknown factor. He might rush in, he might hold his position. Either way, he's a complication.
He won't do
What
anything
if I
you
like
punch him in the
ran
neck
up to
real hard.
him?
Yeah.
What if I ran up to him?
He is not even looking at you at the moment, though.
Cold cock him right in the back of the
You-
dome.
Because I was wondering if I should like say, "Oh my God, there's like a bunch of shit going on inside the bank." You should like run in there because you're like a big strong man with your tiny little gun.
You just gotta point to the bank and go, "My baby!"
There's a variety of things you could potentially do here, but whatever it is, that guard is a problem.
You can also, if you would like, hold your action until a later point at which you can interject.
I feel like
You want to tell me you're on your period?
He knows.
The Red Sea.
We're still in South Central. He knows.
The Red Sea.
It's true.
Let's see. Because like
He is
I would have
definitely a
to. I feel
problem.
like I'd have to disable him and then go and disable the driver. Do I want to deal with all of that? Do I want to
Well,
deal?
keep in mind, you don't have to do everything yourself.
You only
There
want
are
to deal
other
with the
people.
driver. The driver is your job.
You could completely ignore him and go for the driver as well.
Oh, I can. But then he might come around. And
If he notices you, it depends on how much noise you make taking that driver down. At the moment, he is very fixated on a fire and smoke and stuff coming out of the bank.
yes.
So he's not really paying attention so much to that
you just
truck.
So I'm
Just
gonna
climb
go.
up in the
I'm gonna
cab
go
with him.
after this. I'm gonna go after.
In fact, the
him.
driver himself, as you go around to the driver's side door, is looking at the bank, not looking out his window.
All right. I'm gonna. Oh, good. Thank you. Okay. So I'm gonna just like lightly saunter over to the armored car,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna like get up near the door, and I'm gonna slowly open it, and I'm just gonna cold cock him right in the back of the head.
Give me a fighting
Like
roll,
a donkey
please.
punch.
Your fighting is right there, so roll
I
that
do not think this
8-sided
means what
dice.
you're
So
thinking
find
it
an 8.
means.
One of those, and you get to.
What did I just say?
And you also roll your wild die anytime you make a trait test. 5 is more than enough. You open it, and he turns his head, hearing the door open,
Damn it.
just in time to see the brass knuckles
Okay.
as they hit him in the face.
Ah,
Now,
straight
brass
up
knuckles
donkey.
probably has some damage listed down there.
All
All right, their base damage is a D4
Yes.
plus your strength die,
Okay.
which is a D6.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So.
So grab your pyramid
Oh.
for a
There you
D4.
Grab your cube and
And
your
your
pyramid.
D6.
And set crisscross
Ugh.
applesauce.
So
On
3 and a
that
2.
one.
So that's 5 points of damage. Their toughness is 5, so that result is a 0, which means they are shaken.
Well, he is just
Yes.
the one, right?
He is shaken, which
Okay.
means he's going to have to make a spirit test in order to even act when it becomes his turn.
He's got the Looney Tunes birds.
Yeah, that is a very accurate portrayal.
Okay.
Who is after King of Spades? King
Oh,
of
there it
Diamonds.
is.
Okay.
Nice.
King of
God
Diamonds.
damn.
So you've got the guards in the vault.
There are 2 that got locked in the vault.
Right.
One is
Yeah.
still
You
out
got-
on the
you-
curb.
You gotta get the curb guard.
Right, yeah. So, first thing I want to do, which I don't know if you're gonna let me, is I want to run over to Sharon and I want to go, you in?
No!
Yes,
Sharon is
please.
underneath
You
your
have
desk.
never met Sharon.
I want to be like, you in?
Sharon is screaming underneath her desk.
All right, so not in. Okay. And then I think I'll throw her a little bit. I'll just like, poof. I'm adding to the smoke, but with cocaine, like, poof.
Cocaine.
Into the air. It'll help. So then I got. Yeah. I was screaming. I love you.
Okay.
So there's only one guard outside.
There, as you know, when you went in, there was one that was still driving the truck. You don't
Right.
know his fate currently.
But that's
And
not my
there was
job.
one
That's her
outside.
job.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
just
yeah.
set it ahead of time.
And there's one outside. You can't even see outside right now because of all the smoke. But that also means that whoever's looking in can't see inside the bank.
So you just come.
Great. So I wanna hold my action till the guard comes to the door.
He might not come to the door. He might
Yeah.
try and get away from the building
Oh, okay. In that case, I'll go outside.
because of the bomb.
Right. Okay. So then I'll go outside, I guess.
Because everybody else was running out, right?
People are running out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you bemasked?
I am bemasked.
In
Yes.
fact, people running out, you running out with them is going to make you very, very unnoticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
The
I.
little bandana over your aviators.
Right.
I'm just trying to keep the smoke out of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. That's correct.
There
we
you
go.
This
Ah.
is better.
There we
There you
go. Much better.
I'm here to
Um,
do crimes.
You're like the type of person that calls another person a panty waist.
Oh man, now I want.
Charlie Murphy!
Now I want to give him a wedgie.
He's
Not
down there.
usually
Go.
So good for knocking people
No,
unconscious.
I know. I just.
You can get a new couch. What am I gonna do about my legs?
Well, I guess. Do I need to notice the guard?
Nope.
No, I can just walk out and I know exactly where he is.
Well, as you come rushing out, you'd be rushing with all of the people that are trying to flee.
Right, that's
the,
what
the
I'm
customers.
saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like, do I need to like find him in the sea of?
No, that is not very difficult. He's the guy in the uniform with the gun in his hand.
Great. So, is he looking at the building?
Oh yeah, very much at the building, at the smoke, and all the people running out. But you're just one of numerous
I
people
want to run.
running
I
out.
want to go past him,
Okay.
and then to go come up behind him.
He completely doesn't notice you run right past him,
Right.
even with a mask on.
Wait, are there more of those? No, I want one.
You don't get one. We gave everybody disguises except you.
I have a mustache.
No reason.
So you ran past him.
I got past him, and then I like turn around. And I'm like,
That's good. That's very good.
and I'm just gonna. I want to go up behind him.
You have a
and
beautiful
just
mustache.
Thank you. I was trying to go for a
Choke him out.
beard.
Almost sleeper hold him.
What are you gonna do?
Give me a fighting roll.
And just.
Are you also gonna do the Michael Weston voiceover where you talk about how it only takes 8 seconds to knock somebody unconscious if you don't?
That's going on in my
When
head.
you're a spy,
It's in my head. It's not. It's not. All right. What do you want me to roll? You're
Fighting.
Fighting.
Hand-to-hand combat is fighting.
for some reason.
It's the appropriate skill.
That's a 10. So 6, because I can't reroll that one.
I can't drink
That
my tea.
is great. And
Success.
you have your arm locked around his neck. Give me a damage roll.
Can't drink my tea.
I will.
Is it just your strength?
Strength?
I
mine?
did. No, I didn't get a raise, so I don't get to add the. I
No.
don't get to change my damage, so it is
Which-
just a 6.
It is 6 plus your strength, or is your strength a 6?
Remember, you add +2 because of your brawny to this one.
My brawny?
It's an edge.
Brawler, sorry.
Brother.
You're
Brawler
just
is
so
+2.
damn big.
Means you add 2 to your damage roll.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it's 6
Look at her butt.
Yes.
No, you have an 8, so why are you rolling a 6?
She looked like some rap star's
Well, the
girlfriend.
book said that's. I just. Okay.
That's
the
a
book
10.
said it went up to a D8.
Oh, for the raise damage. For
Right, so
raise
it's-
damage is usually a D6 added on, but when you get a raise, you add a D8 on
I
instead
see,
of
I see.
D6.
I see.
Check
I'm
something
just
chronologically.
No, it's
speaking.
okay.
5.
That's 5. 5 is
'Cause it's
equal to
the
his
80s.
toughness, so he is also shaken and will not be able to act on his turn unless he succeeds in a spirit test. That was a king. So I will go unless you are going to have Ethan use that last card.
What are you planning on doing, Ethan?
I was gonna join in Truckward or help out with you.
No, truck word is fine.
Yeah, seems like they've kind of got the situation handled, so I'm all right with going a little later.
Cool. Then they go.
Okay, they will both attempt spirit tests to attempt to recover from their condition. The driver succeeds on his spirit test. He comes out of his somewhat unconscious state. The guy on the curb also comes out of his somewhat unconscious state.
But he's also still being choked.
Still being choked. And shaken penalties still apply. He is going to try and throw an elbow to get you out off of him and out of the vehicle.
Okay.
Because he's shaken, he has a -2 penalty to his check, making it a -2.
Bam!
Yeah.
He's
Not
just
today.
he's not even in it. The fellow you're trying to choke is going to try and throw you over his shoulder in one of the textbook combatives moves that they have shown him that will probably not work at all because they almost never work.
If he plants his feet and swivels his hips correctly.
And with the -2, that's a 3, and it's
Oh
not
my
going to work.
god.
You're just too much of a meathead for him to throw. Putting us at 8 with Ethan because 2 other guards are locked inside the vault and can do nothing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start booking it towards the truck.
There you go, bud.
If I shoot anybody, we are escalating the
Just
situation.
try and get on the other side of the cab and you'll be fine.
I'm going.
You get to the truck and you can see on Brandy's up on like by the wheel well and on the little step, and it looks like he's just giving it to this poor bastard who's in the driver's seat.
Not like that.
Oh.
Not in the fun way.
Yeah, that looked like
Well,
you
I mean,
smacked him with your boobs.
In the fun way, but only fun for you.
Only fun for like bow, bow.
I want to
bow.
very.
While Aaron is choking out the other one on the street. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
You know you want to go to sleep. You got any coke?
It makes you really uncomfortable.
All right. I've got something because it's a smart space skill, even though I have no training in it. I would like to very cinematically, while you're kicking the shit out of this guy in the cab, have it won't be in the shot, but the sound of the hammer being pulled back on the Colt will be heard, and I'm just gonna try and intimidate him. You really don't want to be a part of this, man. You should just walk away.
Give me an intimidate check.
Please. Benny. God,
Benny,
I have so
Benny.
many of these.
Well, you are lucky according to your sheet, so.
No.
Oh my god.
I mean, I
Can
always.
you only do it?
No, you can keep going.
You
for
can
the
keep
same roll.
going.
Just keep spending your Benny.
Yeah, I'm just.
The only time you can't use more than one's on a soak roll.
Oh, finally.
4, 5.
5. Is that a 4 on that D4?
Yeah, it's a
Yes,
4.
it is.
Oh,
You can roll
excuse
that
me.
again.
So you might be higher than a 5.
It's another 4.
So that's an 8.
Excuse me.
Which is a raise.
Will be
So that's
for
going to be an
9.
11 because that was a
11.
3.
That is a raise. He immediately stops fighting. Banks and shirt.
I've got the big dumb
say?
Banks and
detonator
shirt.
in my hand.
Thanks, shirt.
Did we literally just do the Snickers commercial?
Pizzagerine?
Because there's no guns in that commercial, and it's a really easy armored car robbery, and I feel like that's what just happened.
I love that Snickers commercial because they don't use guns.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's annoying.
they're robbing an armored car with armed guards without guns.
They just have
And
arms.
somehow their worst idea was that one of them wore fishnets instead of pantyhose on his face.
But like, they pop the door and open it, and the guard inside just
Oh, I have to mention, I figured it out. Stuart is wearing like a rubber Spock mask as his disguise.
I'm very jealous of it because I thought I wasn't allowed to be a nerd.
I've got my wicked Magnum mustache. I don't want to like mess that up too much by wearing a mask, but I will do the band.
I have a mustache that comes and goes.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
He does have
Like
a wicked
Superman's.
Magnum mustache. He really does.
Okay, so where
That
are we
8 was you. I'm going to pull you out of
Take it
the
away.
initiative count here with
Take it
this
away
one.
from me.
As we go again around, you unfortunately only get those 3. Oh, and I need your original card back.
Here's the 4 back.
I still get this one because I haven't
You
used
still
it.
get down on it until the encounter ends. So yours for the round is going to be a 3.
Fudge.
9 of clubs. Is it a 5?
The
It's
Joker!
a joker! Now let's cover what the Joker does in the Savage Worlds game for initiative. Not only does the Joker allow you to act at any time during the round, including interrupting someone else's action, but it gives you a bonus to whatever action you choose to do.
By 2.
Very important. +2 to anything you try to do that round. But again, the most important part is you can interrupt an action in progress. Even while they're rolling the dice. You can be, no, I'm acting right now, and you get to go.
Go.
So, at any time during this round, you just tell us when you want to go. Until then, I'm going to ignore you in the initiative count.
I think you need to find another Joker.
Unless you want to go first.
And my guards have a 5.
Oh,
So our first in the initiative count, unless the Joker interrupts us, is going to be the Queen of Spades.
That's the reason I like this game is the initiative order changes.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it so much. So I mean, how's my guy doing here?
Well, you already have him held, so instead of doing a fighting roll, you can just do another damage roll on him and try and put him unconscious and hopefully get a higher number on that damage.
I
You
could.
can attempt a new fighting roll in order to try and get a raise to do even more damage.
Right.
That is up to you. I leave it to you.
yeah,
But if you fail that roll, he has broken free and you're no longer holding it.
Right. Did we ever talk about casualties and how we feel about that?
I thought we said
were
no
kind of
killing
against
people.
them, yeah.
We're
Yeah.
against casualties.
Yeah, no killing people.
I don't know if you're against casualties.
Yeah, you know, like I think you might be the loose cannon of the group.
Yeah, I mean,
You very much are the loose cannon of the
cool. I
group.
want to snap his neck.
It's all the cut.
All right, give me a fighting check again. This will inflict lethal damage as opposed to subduing.
What kind of person do you hire? Damn crackheads!
Ooh, that's a 9. That means that is a raise.
Yeah,
So you
so-
roll. Yep. So you get to do your
damage.
I
You do
get
your
to-
D8 for your strength plus a D8 for the raise
Yep.
plus 2. So 2D8
Yep.
plus 2 is the
So-
damage you do.
That explode. Oh, it's a 1. That's a lame dice.
Oh.
Jesus!
4 points, which is 1
No.
less than his using your bench.
You have to take
unless we
edge
house
for
roll
that.
it, we can.
It's
That's
totally
true.
house ruled.
Cool.
Love
I
it.
would
We're
prefer
you-
the risk
Get in
rule.
there.
We're doing it
You
risk
re-roll a
style.
damage roll with that instead. So you do it entirely from scratch.
Oh,
Yeah,
entirely from
No,
scratch.
the damage you try to
Oh,
scratch.
yeah,
So you
that's-
don't
yeah.
count either of those two.
And don't
D8
use those
rolls.
dice because
Yeah, no.
they're terrible.
I
Yeah.
hate
And if
that.
you roll them, I
Oh,
would
look, you rolled a
suggest-
5.
I would suggest rolling them together, perhaps.
Well, I only had one.
Actually, give 2 of all of them. I
Yeah.
made sure you have doubles
Oh,
of
I
all of your
missed
dice.
it.
wasn't
Look,
looking.
it blended in. I'm wearing
I made sure you had
sunglasses.
doubles.
It's true.
I planned.
Maggie, stop rolling for Metaverse.
Oh no.
That's
Oh!
Yes!
Ow!
God!
Double eights is way
Damn.
better than double
Ow.
ones.
16 damage.
That's another
17, 25, and roll that other one. Holy crap, this is horrible.
Oh god. I caught it with my thighs.
Nice.
That's a
So
6.
that's
31 damage.
31,
Plus
which is
2.
26 past the toughness.
Did you just
And he
take
was
it
already
off?
shaken, right? Oh, she got out of it.
He got out of the recovery, but
You know what that is?
Oh, plus 2.
Yeah.
that was
30,
28.
33.
28 past, which is every 4 is a raise for a
Yeah.
wound condition. So that's 7 raises. So he's 4 conditions past death.
That's
He
That's
broke
if
the
he
neck,
were
and then
important.
broke the neck again,
Yeah.
and broke the neck again.
And then pulled the head off and
And
did a
broke
little
the neck
dance
again.
with it.
Guys,
You didn't roll like
It's-
this for DFA.
No, new Mortal
It's okay.
Kombat game just came out. It looks really good.
That was all the cocaine surging through Sharon's body.
Do you
for
like-
one?
Do you like lose energy after that? Like is that
No, I'm
berserker
a
type
little bit
thing?
more amped up now.
All right, next snap, we're going to go to the 9 of clubs unless somebody is interrupting.
No.
No.
Save it to the end.
The guy in the rig hasn't had a chance to get out yet, but I have a feeling that he's about to be assisted out.
Yeah. I'm gonna. May I let you pull him out? I'm very small.
Sure.
Oh, and I don't stay with the
So
dead body.
you can delay if you want.
I-
Wait, hold on.
Oh, you hop into the back
You
of the...
punch.
Yeah.
You open the door.
I punched him in the freaking face. I
want to like shove out in that direction
I,
and
like,
start grabbing
backwards
towards the
donkey
keys
punched
to
him.
start it. I'm not taking the driver's seat, but I'm starting the car.
Yeah. That's a
And
good idea.
I
All right, you can start the car.
Yeah.
That won't even require a dice roll. He's not struggling or fighting in any
No,
way.
yeah.
His eyes are locked on the pistol that you have pointed at him with the hammer pulled
Yeah.
back. And,
And-
well, he's dividing between that and the brass-knuckled masked person who just punched him in the face.
Yeah.
But he's very much not putting up any kind of struggle, resistance, fight of any way at all.
Yeah.
He's done.
We're a little late for the chase. We were supposed to meet the cops ahead of the train, and there's the damn train.
Damn. Then I'll lean out the window, the opposite window, watching for you.
All right, there's still a lot of
With a
smoke
gun.
coming out of the building.
Okay.
Now, it's going to be me next unless you're going to interrupt me, which you may do at any time during my turn. The driver hops out of the vehicle,
Good.
takes a few steps away, just has his hands up. The other guy's dead and can't do anything.
You're welcome.
A little. He's a little dead.
You can hear sirens
Get his
in the
gun.
distance.
Yeah.
Get his gun.
Grab his gun.
Next up is 3.
Oh wait.
I
That's
got a
you.
gun.
He has a gun. Yeah, it's on his belt.
I'm
He
gonna
didn't.
get his
He didn't
gun.
get a chance to draw it before you punched him in the
Send him
face.
in.
I'm gonna get his gun.
All right, you pull his pistol.
Cool.
What are you gonna do with him?
Can I kick him in the face?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna kick him in the face.
Give me a fighting roll. You get a +2 bonus because he's not anticipating this or prepared for your attack.
Okay. That's
So you'll do the D6 and the D8 again.
He was complying and everything.
Which is a +2. You're gonna get a 7. So you're gonna do a damage roll. So give me a D6 for your damage. You kick him in the face. He's not really prepared for it and drops to one knee.
cool. I'll take it. Ah, bitch!
His nose is bleeding. He's not faring too well.
Okay.
You have not gone, so now I'm going to you.
Great. I will tackle Aaron on the shoulder, pop out of the smoke, get in the back of the damn,
Blood trails behind you.
get in the back of the damn armored truck.
I'll take my shirt off.
Good.
It was kind of bloodless. You
I
snapped his neck.
also make sure that I notice
Oh,
that
okay,
that
sure.
Aaron has
Okay.
murdered that guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally dead
That's
on the
good.
street.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great. I'll drag him inside.
Into the armored truck with you?
No, into the bank.
Into the bank? All right, you drag him into the bank. Then you hop into the back of the
Hop
armored
into the
truck.
back, and I am looking for the looking for the die pack money, basically.
All right, you start digging around for die pack money. I'm assuming you're going to get into the back of the armored truck. Where are you going? What are you
He's
going to do?
in the front seat of the armored
Yeah,
truck
I'm in
already.
the. I'm
Well, you
in
reached
shotgun.
across and started. Now you're climbing into shotgun.
Yeah, no,
All
I'm
the
going back
driver's
to
seat is
shotgun.
still open.
That's all you.
Excuse me?
You gotta drive, girl.
Yeah. Everybody in the car?
Uh-huh.
Yep, let's
You
go!
hop into the car, speeding away. The doors in the back still open, while the guard is in the
Don't be
street,
shut.
clutching his face with blood running between his hands, and the other lays dead, and smoke pours out of the building. You reach almost the end of the block, and you're almost feeling that jazz again when you see those lights as that police cruiser slides around the corner. And now we are in a chase. Chases work slightly different.
last round I wanted to
Uh-oh.
go for an extra action.
Oh yeah, he's got the Joker. Extra
So I
action.
can split for the thing I have to roll.
I'm going to give you a +2 on your notice to find the die pack as well, or investigation. Your choice.
Awesome, I'll take it. I think I only have
One of the, I don't know which one of the two you
Yeah,
have.
I have notice, of course.
Yes.
Sniffing out trouble, you see.
Well, the initial part of the bank robbery went pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. 8.
How would you chase it?
Only a 9.
I said the initial
Oh, but it's
part.
+2, right?
Yes,
So it's
+2.
11.
You find the die pack money right away.
Yeah, but what my second action was that I wanted to do as I put the body back into the bank, I toss my taped together group of cow magnets right over at the VCR, so it'll erase the tape,
Yeah.
and it lands
Yes.
perfectly.
Yep.
Well done.
That's what that
God
11 is.
damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, you hit the road with only so far a single cruiser behind you, but they've got radios, so you've got to lose this guy fast.
Do we
Right.
want to throw the guy in the truck on top of the cop car?
So the way these work for chases is the first thing we're going to do is your driver, that would be you,
Yeah.
is going to make a driving test, and that's going to determine something with these fun cards. Chases work kind of like initiative. Oh, I want that one back too.
Oh, is that combat over?
That combat is over.
Oh, but I was saving this for her. Okay.
Chases work kind of funny.
Okay.
You're going to get a number of cards depending upon how well or how poorly you do at your driving test.
So,
I did really
don't mess it
bad.
up. No pressure.
Bennies!
And they're going to do the same thing. Now, the one
Okay.
difference between
Okay,
this one,
Benny's.
you can use your cards both as to help you as you're driving, or to mess up people pursuing you.
That's what I'm going to be focusing on.
Okay.
You just get to those ambulances super fast.
Okay. I like this idea.
I like that character. Do that.
So go
again.
ahead and roll driving, which for you is a D8, and then add your wild die, that D6 again,
Okay.
and hope to roll good. 6 is still pretty good. On top of that, you have this edge down here called Ace, which means whenever you make a driving check, you just get to add 2 to it because you're just that good.
Okay.
So you actually have an 8 for that driving check, which in
Which is a
opposition to your opponent, you have beaten him by 4, which is a raise. So you have the 1 and the extra card for
Okay.
this round, which are gonna be both
Yes.
clubs, which is great, and we'll get into that in one little second. His is a 7 of hearts. So you get to use, you're not only going to get to go first, but the way that these cards work is normally you would use them to say, I want to use my queen to get ahead. And then you're going to get further away and chase. Or, in the case of clubs, clubs can be used as a complication to the other pursuing driver. So instead of, say, putting yourself ahead, you might play that club and he's going to have to perform some maneuver to avoid an obstacle, or because you did a hairpin turn, or whatever it is. I want you to tell me, though, what you did if you do want to use one of these to give him a driving complication. Wasn't the classic through the alley thing? You let me know.
Okay.
So you have the option to play first as far as the chase is
Cool.
going to go.
Well,
Let
we're
him get
just trying
close
to
and we'll
get.
throw the body on him.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Or do we want to get to the ambulance as quickly as possible?
We do want to get to the ambulance as quickly as possible. None of us are in initiative.
Not for doing that is in combat works outside of chase. Normally you could say do things to assist the driver, but I'm assuming that you are going to be prepared to do other things that aren't involving her getting better at driving.
Driving.
Like say shooting or throwing things out the back.
Yeah. I've got all these die packs.
Which if we, yes you do, which is we can entirely different sequence. Like, you can have a chase and an initiative going at the same time.
Yeah,
If that makes any sense.
it does.
And because both your cards are higher, you actually give the option of using both of yours before I even get to try to use mine. In fact, you get to go before, I have no chance to even do anything before you get to choose whether you are in the lead in this chase,
Well.
you're deciding how it's going to go.
I would like to. Where I'm trying to get to that ambulance.
You just want to use these to pull ahead?
Yeah.
All right, if you burn both, give me
I can go
2
fast.
driving tests, and we're
Gotta
going to
go
see how much farther you pull ahead.
I won't go fast.
This is you trying to lose him.
Okay.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
hang on, make sure you do your
Oh,
wild die
sure.
with that too.
Ugh.
So we've got one with a 7,
7.
and then your wild die for the other one, because each one's its own separate roll.
Oh, okay.
And then the one with the 2 is a 6. That's an
Yes.
exploding die, so roll that 6 again. So we have
Roll,
a
roll
7.
again. Roll again, girl.
Roll 1 is a 7, which is a success but not a raise. Roll 2 is a 7, also success, not a raise, which is in the distance means that we've gone from short distance to long distance.
Cool.
You're so fast.
As far as this goes. So
You're
any
welcome.
hostile action anyone in his car attempts to do is done at a -4 penalty because of the distance. And if he doesn't want to do that, he's going to have to pass driving tests to get closer to you. So in this
Alright.
case, his
I like
7 is spent to try and get and close some of that distance.
Okay.
Because if you get one more ahead of him, you'll lose them.
Losing.
That's
and then
right.
They're not on your tail anymore. And right now, he's just trying to stay on your tail until backup can arrive. And
That's
with
a
a
one!
Oh!
he will fail
Damn!
miserably and gains no ground.
Ah, look at that bitch! Back there!
Yeah!
Asshole!
She drives
Yeah.
even better than you remember. her
Right
driving.
now. I mean, not with you.
I mean, here she is in an ambulance, and she just smoked a police
Not an
cruiser.
ambulance.
You're in the.
Or sorry.
An armored truck.
In the armored truck, an armored truck that weighs 3 or 4 tons, and just smoked a police cruiser.
I feel like she went on to create the Fast and Furious series.
That was me. That was me.
Or she could have
I wrote
become
the
a
first
real
one.
filmmaker.
So on our next
Cold.
round of chase, we will make these driving tests to see how many cards each of us will get. Remember
Okay.
to add your wild die when you do it.
Okay.
I don't get a wild die because I'm just playing a regular guy up here. But with a oh, roll that 6 again. 7. Oh. However, in this case, you get your 2,
Ugh, okay.
and I get
Are
my
you
2.
freaking kidding?
And I got a joker on mine. So that immediately is spent. I get to close one of those distances right away. I'm at medium range. My 8 reaches 7, so I'm going to attempt to close that medium to short, which I do not do. Now, you don't have any clubs, so you can't give him any complications this round. You can
Okay.
only attempt to evade him by outdriving.
Sure.
But I can attack.
Absolutely. He's at medium, so it's a -2 to any ranged attacks.
Yeah,
on
I
him.
can't do the die pack thing from this far away, but I can try to shoot at his tires.
Absolutely, you can. So give me your shooting, because that will happen before she tries to
I'm
lose
not
it.
good at shooting, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, this is not my thing.
I'll do
don't-
it.
Are we shooting
Wait,
now?
Tires. Tires.
I'm shooting.
But I'm shooting first.
Remember to add your wild die to any skill test
Oh,
or trait
thank
test.
God! Both of them exploded.
Oh, that's so good.
So that's a 1, but that's a 5, so that's 11.
An 11, which
Whoa.
is
Minus
a
2.
raise.
9 is still a raise.
Still a raise.
All right. I'm also shooting at tires. 5.
5, that is it. So both of you hit a tire. You hit a tire with a raise, so you get to add a d6 damage to your damage with your weapon.
Uh,
All
So
right.
what are you shooting that tire with on? What do you got on that sheet there for a weapon to shoot it with? What are you shooting?
It says I've got an AK-47, but I don't think I carried that with me today. But I
No.
do have my 1911.
Excellent. Fire that 1911. Give me a damage roll and make sure to add the d6 for the raise.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
It'll be 7, but I feel like I can do
I-
better.
I think the damage is on 2d6 by itself.
it has die
Oh,
6
it-
on here, but
yeah.
I think it's 2 in the book.
Yeah,
Is it having the wrong
I think
numbers
it's
in
supposed to be 2d6. But
Yeah,
it's
it's
supposed to be 2d6.
Mine says
Bullets
2d6.
are good.
I think it just might have printed wrong.
Okay, can I
Yeah.
see what your dice is?
Yes.
Yes. So
On
you're
the scroll.
2d6, and then you get to add the extra. Yeah, 2d6.
There we go. That's only 10.
That is 10. Well, the tire's toughness is 4.
Okay.
Is
No,
the tire
it's-
just going to be shaken?
Tire's objects don't have
Great.
rooted conditions.
Then
But you
I-
got a raise, so you'd kill it
Because you have a
anyway.
raise, that means you killed the tire,
Bang, tire, take that.
which makes him immediately have to make a drive test. Yeah, it will blow out the rim, not just the tire. You're right. And it's actually one of the few rounds that you could effectively use against the tire due to the slow speed that it travels at. High velocity rounds will actually bounce off of properly inflated rubber. Tires in a gunfight are one of your best pieces of cover. Remember that.
The more you know.
Not the car, because it'll go through the doors and then you. Oh, he fails his driving test. Swerves off to the side and slams into a building, right into a storefront.
You's a bitch. Your mama's a bitch.
Zipping away in less than 2 minutes, you're screeching in next to that hidden ambulance.
Weirdly, there's 2.
Why are there 2 ambulances?
There are 2 ambulances here.
That's what I did the night before is I went and I stole another ambulance. You
Ah!
grabbed the other one.
Yes! Sorry.
Man, my character sheet says I'm clueless, so okay.
He always did the planning when you worked together.
Look.
Yeah. No, I'm the distraction. I get it.
Exactly. At the worst, you're going to go away, for a year for reckless driving and maybe stealing an ambulance. But that's not going to happen because
No.
when they do pull you over and you do get caught, don't kill the police. Instead, cut your leg very badly right as they're arresting you. They will call an ambulance. We will show up in an ambulance. Me in a police uniform, them in EMT uniforms, and we will pick you up after all that work is done. You just got to make enough of a distraction to let us get away in the other ambulance with the money in it.
All right, Eye the Tiger goes on blast.
Yes!
I don't know if ambulances have windows that go down.
They do.
They're down. And I'm just gonna take a handful and go. And then I'm just going.
All that
I'm not gonna
cocaine.
sing it, but just imagine in your head that it's being sung, and then just
Aaron
to the yeah.
burns out in an ambulance,
and sirens on.
leaving a trail of rubber and dark smoke as the ambulance
Also some
screams
white
away.
flags.
And we just leave the armored car parked right here in the middle of the street or whatever after we're done unloading. Yeah, you don't get to take off in the ambulance until we've loaded.
Oh, I'll wait. I will wait. I will.
Loading up into the ambulance and you're off. Both cars separated.
Yes. Going different directions, like Fast and Furious.
You are
shit.
screaming through the roads, weaving in
Yeah,
and
you just
out
gotta
of
drive back
traffic.
towards the bank and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Now, while they were loading, I would have liked to go to the back of the ambulance and get like a scalpel or like a needle, like just some shit, so that when I get pulled over, I can just like.
Oh, you're going out, but you see now what I suggested that you did was injure yourself, so you didn't have to kill any of the cops.
No, I am. It's for me. It's like I want options with which to injure myself. I don't have a knife. I have a lighter.
You got your damn teeth.
I
Rip in there.
just want a scalpel so I can make the cut quick and easy. You know what I mean? Like, psh, or something. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you not have a knife?
No. I have camouflage fatigues, a crowbar, a flashlight, a grappling hook. I could hook myself, a hammer, and a lighter, and 2 guns.
You should like hit your head on the steering wheel.
You have a gun that hasn't even been invented yet, and an Uzi.
That's not accurate.
The G3? Not yet. 82.
We're in 82.
I thought we were in 84.
Right, it's in 82. It's not there yet. We're almost there.
Almost there. Okay.
Piece
Anyway,
everything.
I took a scalpel thingy, so I
The
can cut real
Rip
fast.
squeezy.
Yeah, grab squeezy.
Squeezy, squeezy.
Grip
You have a scalpel,
squeezins.
You are weaving in and out of traffic. You have sirens blaring and a radio on, going through
So
wonderful
good.
top 40 hits such as Eye of the Tiger.
Do we hear what's going on?
Oh yeah, you
Through the
have the
police
emergency
radio?
police band radio, and it's maybe 3 minutes since you've separated when you hear it about the police in pursuit of an erratic driving ambulance.
Awesome.
You also hear a lot about them looking for this armored car and these robbers. They have both helicopter units up. And within a few minutes, you hear that they have a couple of cars in pursuit of this erratic driving ambulance. You've got the CHP, the local cops. There's several of them in pursuit behind you as you are just weaving in and out.
I think.
Meanwhile, we're unloading.
I
I think that
wanna.
was cool.
I wanna crash.
Excellent. What are you going to crash into?
Just like a light pole or something. You know
All
what I mean?
Well,
right.
you'll take that light pole right the fuck down.
Right.
And you will keep going. It's only a light pole.
But make sure you don't do it right away so that we can make sure we get to our fight.
Oh yeah, how long do you need me to drive for?
Yeah.
Like 30 minutes.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're okay.
All right. By the time 20 minutes is gone up, you have almost 30 cops in pursuit of you.
What?
It's great.
And we're good, right?
You've offloaded the truck, your ambulance, and probably one of you has gone to get rid of the stolen ambulance, I would assume.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's see, how do we do that?
Oh wait, you don't want to get rid of that until after you pick him up.
Right.
Sorry, I'm skipping ahead in your
Let's
plan.
not skip ahead. Although
not
my
kill
plan could be over. I'm just saying,
That's
if
what
you
I,
want, if you
I
want,
assumed.
we can leave Aaron behind.
I assumed
Aaron
that that's
has
what you
done
were doing.
so much.
And that's why I was like, well, I'm
Aaron
clueless.
killed a man.
Aaron killed a man.
Yeah, he did.
But Aaron's
Unfortunately,
gonna
Aaron knows who all of you are.
Right.
Yeah.
and Aaron's gonna
Aaron
get
is
out of
clueless.
prison one of these days.
Aaron's
Yeah, there
also
is that.
clueless. Aaron's very clueless.
Oh God, you're right. I
Aaron
was
will.
thinking of the G7. That was stupid of me.
You are not stupid.
No, I am stupid. I used to be an HK armorer. I'm about as dumb as balls as you can get about that.
No.
No, you just mistook one gun for another one.
Right, it happens.
Those damn numbers.
Darn it.
So,
I
yeah.
blame the drugs.
If we leave Aaron
Okay.
behind, if we leave Aaron
We're
behind,
not really leaving Aaron.
okay, because he would come back in 30 years and kill all of us.
Yeah,
No,
we're
no.
not gonna leave Aaron.
Heart failure by then, I promise.
I don't think so.
Nobody can do that much coke for 30 years. Nobody. Not even Aaron.
Can you
So,
imagine how
that's
30 minutes have gone by.
We
You
going back?
driving erratically.
It's great. It's a good time. I just
You've
keep-
probably done about 5 bumps.
Yeah,
You want to
but-
make sure you don't have any on you when they pull
Right.
you over.
Yeah.
Right.
Catch an extra charge.
That's a felony.
It's an extra felony. You don't want to catch an extra
Not to
felony.
mention all the fine ass pharmaceuticals they got in the back of this motherfucker.
Right. Yeah.
That's exactly what
You know-
I was thinking.
You think you could have a hell of a career just stealing ambulances and selling them off.
I know. It's been going through my head.
You guys in? You got bumped?
He does have hair and eyebrows. It's just Maggie that doesn't have eyebrows.
That's true. I mean, I will say he is clueless. Like, oh, the plan just didn't work, and I went to jail.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We're gonna get you.
I'm
Don't
just
worry.
Someone will
saying.
tell you.
So are you
No,
intending
we
to
wouldn't
crash
do that.
still?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to. I don't want it to be obvious. Like, okay, now I'm gonna pull over.
Okay.
Right. So it's got to be like the driving gets like slightly more erratic, and then when I see an opportune, you know, maybe it's just a bunch of parking meters or something that I can like swivel the back end into.
There is a nice golden arches about 100 yards ahead.
Yo, pick me up a big
And you
DOT.
know,
Those are about to go
You've
away
been
forever.
so mad at them since they screwed up your order last week. And you think it was this one. It was this one.
This one.
It was this drive-through.
Fuck you guys.
All beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions.
What you gonna do, Ronald? What you gonna do? So I smash into the McDonald's, and let me tell you, whenever the car stops, or like I'm gonna start to smash, and then like I will protect myself, right? I will at least like whatever, and then the minute it stopped, fucking cutting, you like, oh, I'm injured.
Wait till they are really. They're still on her at this point, right?
Oh,
The
yeah.
cops?
But I wanna fall out like, oh, I'm injured, and they're like, oh shit, we gotta help him.
Yeah.
Give me a driving test first.
Okay. Okay.
Amazingly, you don't technically have to pass it since you're trying to crash a vehicle.
I think the worse you do, the better.
Oh!
What the hell?
Damn!
Boxcars!
All right. So we're gonna go with the 3. So it's a 9.
You got a 9 on that test. You jump the curb with this ambulance. Go straight through that little guardrail around Kitty
Can I
Toy
go through one of
Playland.
the arches?
Absolutely.
You land in the ball
yeah.
pit in San Bernardino. First McDonald's play place.
Exactly.
In the ball pit. Yeah.
In the
this
ball
is
pit,
good.
rolling out with a cut on your leg, covered in blood. Your forehead hit the dash really hard.
Oh, yeah.
Even covered up.
Airbags aren't a thing.
Right.
No, not now.
Not for a while yet.
Yeah.
And then because it's a ball pit, but I'm a large human.
Seatbelts are barely a thing.
I want to like
Solid
look,
steel
I wanna
construction.
Look really pathetic in the ball pit, like like
Whoa!
like fall backwards, fall like I can't move.
Give me a roll with your spirit trait.
Bleeding all over the ball pit.
Yeah.
Hey man, help me out! Help me out! You got a bump?
You got I got a 5.
It is a winning performance for you.
Oh my god.
And in no time, they do have you handcuffed, but they have called for an ambulance, which in your ambulance, you get the call on
Yeah.
the radio
We-
from dispatch asking for the nearest available
Yeah,
unit
yeah.
for
Yeah,
emergency
we're good.
transport.
We've got a uniform on board. We could probably take care of that transpo for you.
Within less than 10 minutes, you're on the scene. You see Aaron covered in like little bits of drywall, glass shards, bleeding profusely in the leg. The ambulance is like partially nose into a play area of a McDonald's. The golden arches, like one of them is completely destroyed.
All right, the first place wasn't until 1987. Whatever, it's a fictional world.
Everything's fake.
It's a prototype play place.
It's a prototype.
I'm gonna get Brandy's help and take this
Who's in
Chorus
EMT
of-
uniforms and who's in the cop uniform?
Cop.
EMT.
Cop,
EMTs.
2 EMTs.
Yeah.
All
Stuart's trying
so
not to throw up.
Someone give me a persuasion roll who has the skill.
Me, I'll do it.
Persuasion.
I'm good at this one, I think.
I don't
I'm
have
not.
it.
Oh
Are you
yeah.
good, Ethan? You're not good at the persuasion.
I'm okay at the persuasions. Man, I keep rolling 8s on this 8
Blow that
today.
damn 8 up.
15.
Kidding me?
Your persuasion, you happen to see 3 of the cops that are on the scene. They don't remember you, but you remember
But they definitely
them.
remember my face.
But you remember them, and
Yeah.
you have enough information from your previous not-so-friendly interactions that you just throw into the casual conversation that they completely buy, that you're
Yeah.
just another cop from another
Hey
precinct.
Sorry to hear about the wife.
They clearly
I know this because I
obviously-
banged his wife 6 years ago.
I'd like to make a healing check to
Yeah,
try
one
and
of
do
you
some
might
actual
want to.
first aid work.
Yes, so
Yeah.
that looks appealing.
If you get close enough, I am gonna ask for a bump.
I'm gonna Benny
Yeah.
that
Benny,
because I rolled snake eyes,
That is
and that
right
would have been
spell red.
bad.
that would have been very bad.
That's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah,
a
you have to
2.
repeat my
Really
rights.
make it worse.
No ID, I assume?
No ID.
Just some crackhead, huh?
Love good.
Carl Lovegood?
Carl.
I think I've got a warrant for this guy down in Van Nuys.
Stay on him. We'll send a couple of unis down to maybe get a statement, take some fingerprints once he's in the hospital.
Yeah, we'll go to Compton General.
All right, let's put him in.
Open up the back of the ambulance, and I'm just
Put
sitting
him
there with a
in.
big tangled ball of like string for stitches, like, and I've got my fingers knitted together. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm like, what the hell are these
That's
crazy?
cool. Hey, just pass that over you. That one.
No.
Oh, excuse me.
No.
Don't give him any
Don't-
cocaine right
no.
now. He's injured.
I think he needs it or he'll die.
No, that's not what cocaine's for.
Look, just plug up the hole with cocaine.
I don't.
Directly into the bloodstream.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's human.
As Brandy drives away, you have this terrible conversation. And then there you are, back
You
in
okay,
Tony's
Ian?
apartment. Duffel bags full of money.
Woo, we did it. I can't believe we actually pulled this shit off.
Yeah.
It's not over yet.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I was gonna say nobody died. None of us died.
Yes.
Somebody definitely died.
Someone, look, I did what I
The
had.
ambulance
No.
is safely burning over near La Brea.
You didn't have to do it.
Just throw the ambulance into the tar pit.
Someone would notice. They don't sink fast.
No.
Not at all.
The ambulance is not parked in front of the house, though. We've gotten rid of the
Oh, the
Oh, yeah.
ambulance is burning
We ditched
somewhere.
the
Oh,
ambulance.
okay.
Yeah, we're.
Okay.
Oh, and Gina's car is fucked.
Did we fuck up?
I think we
Gina's
left that at the
We just
bank.
left it at the
We
bank,
left that at
man.
the bank.
It's at the
all-
bank.
That's all Gina.
Gina's
Oh my
car
God.
is still at the bank, registered to Gina.
Cocaine all over the upholstery.
Damn skippy. Unknown number of unknown assailants entered bank. Masterminded
And
by.
on top
one
of that, it was a good
Gina
steal
Sheehy.
because even if we were in the higher world of more criminal forensics and DNA, that back seat is covered in DNA.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
It is.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
Juices.
Well, shotgun.
We gotta go deliver.
Pick up the phone and make the call.
How much did we get?
$1.1 million.
5
God.
inches.
Damn.
That's $250 each. Exactly $250,000 each.
Okay.
No. No. Brandy's smart, okay?
Look.
That is.
Wait.
Hold on. Let me just get
It's
my
100,000
brain-
shy, and I'm holding on to that because first
That's
of all,
not-
my job, and second of all, I'm not keeping my 250. I'm giving it to a mob boss that has my daughter.
I
I
think
still
that's fair.
think that like you have.
So you want your
$500.
you want your cut then? So I just shouldn't get paid at all for this.
Fine, I'll take my cut. I gotta go talk to Bobby anyway.
But $250 grand, you don't gotta say
You're walking
nothing,
away.
Bobby.
I gotta go quit my job.
You're
just in
walking
case.
away with $250,000.
Gotta get quit the job. Bobby, I quit!
Yeah, make the call.
You make the call, the meet's set for the morning.
Okay.
So
That's exactly 72 hours.
Don't suppose anybody wants to come with me for this?
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
come
okay.
with you.
You can barely walk.
The
That's
cocaine's
true.
helping
I have
now.
never seen anybody accidentally cut themselves so deeply before.
It's a major cut.
And you nicked an artery nearly.
I went to town.
Like
Huh?
of all the places you could have cut yourself, you're like femoral artery, wrist. That's the only time I've ever seen somebody cut themselves on purpose before, and it worked for them really well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got all the stitching line untied. I can try again.
Just put Coke in it.
I put a little coke in it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sneak a little
I mean,
coke
you
in while I
did
try to
have
stitch it up.
Oh
That's gonna be a 5.
This job is really, really good.
And it had a little bit of Coke.
Well, for once, you got Aaron to hold still. Get fixated on taking that bump.
I imagine it was like when you got a treat in front of a
Yep.
dog.
So just holding it in front of you.
and you're just like,
hold still, hold still.
Look, even Maximo said, sprinkle the cuts with Coke. It will heal. She's a nurse, everyone, so we know that's true.
It's like magic.
I think she might be lying on this one.
No.
No.
No, she never lies. She's always truthful. About very small things. She's a nurse. Big brain.
Okay.
Smart.
I think
You have
that's
the
See?
meeting
She
set.
never- she
It's
would
going to
never
be
lie.
at a wrecking yard.
Oh, good. That way they can dispose of our bodies right away.
well.
I'm gonna make sure that I'm giving my money to Mama first before you do your meet tomorrow. So we're like all.
I'm
done,
not asking
right?
you guys to
So,
bring your money.
Like, come on.
You want to stash the money at
I
Mama's
just wanna
house?
Oh no, I'm
stash
gonna
at
leave it
Mom's
at your
house, you know,
apartment
like,
for now.
Under my
if that's-
mattress
is that
because
okay?
Mom never goes in my room
No,
anyway.
she never does.
No. Mm-mm. So, and
You
then I'm gonna
stash
call
your money.
Bobby really quickly, and I'm like, Bobby, my period actually cleared up, and I'll be at work tomorrow.
All right.
Cool.
Glad to have it.
Thank you,
See
Bobby.
you then.
I see you, Bobby. Love you, Bobby. Okay.
Do you want to stash your leftover cash at my place just in case the mob decides to sack your place?
Oh, good idea.
They did go after you too. I've got a spot.
Okay.
It's already there.
You want me to hold it?
You kind of are.
Okay.
You know the spot.
I do.
The morning comes, and you arrive, nervous, worried.
This has to go well.
load up in the Monte Carlo.
Do you
Drive to the wrecking yard.
want us all to like be with you, or do you want us
I
to
think-
like stay in the car and then if anything happens, we just run?
I think for this, stay with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you trust me, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have any more of that Coke?
What happened between you two? Oh, wait.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
What is
No kidding?
seriously?
You two? What?
No,
No, it's just for the coat. A coat is just full of pockets.
he's never.
Dude, you were like seriously the gayest dude I've ever met. You know that, right?
Oh, it's the 80s. Maggie wants to say something funny, but in the 80s, I feel like this guy would be a dick and punch you. I'm not gonna punch you.
Really appreciate that.
You pull into the parking lot of the wrecking yard. Grab the duffel bag, walk down the gravel path between the stacked cars. You can see the nice parked Lincolns and Cadillacs where the mobsters are waiting. See your daughter among them, being held by one of those thugs.
I've only ever seen her in pictures, so
Yes. And once you visited in the ward when she was a newborn, but
right.
that was the only time you
She
seen
got
her in person.
bigger.
A lot bigger.
We're absolutely
bit.
Has
sure.
hair and
She has
feet
hair,
now,
yeah,
and-
feet. She's in a cute little
We're
dress.
sure that's your kid, right? We're sure.
She even looks like him.
I mean,
That's
yeah, that's definitely my kid.
Yeah.
She's got that look on her face like she's about to tell you.
The kind
fuck you.
of girl that looks like she's gonna need a rhinoplasty on her 18th birthday. Sorry, kiddo, that's mine.
Mr. Shinky. Got our money?
I do. Right now, yeah, I've got it right now. It's in this big duffel bag that I'm.
Who are your friends?
They're just my friends.
Hey,
Hey.
They're my crew.
was I not supposed to say?
You don't work with the crew?
All right. Bring it on over.
Needed to.
He's like an asshole.
Yeah. Pretty
So there,
Zips it.
there it is. It's all there. I mean, don't you want to count it when we're away from me?
That
So-
looks
so,
like
how about the
Peter,
girl
and I
that-
don't know if we want to, touch that. Because he's got, like, lots
She
of
runs
guns.
over to you.
Hey,
I think we have.
That's his
Who are you?
fucking kid.
I think we have
Weird
3 guns
story.
between us.
That's
but
true.
I'll have to tell you.
But do we want
Where's
the
my mom?
light of the Italian mob, though?
I think she's on one of her trips.
No.
Oh.
Do you have a
Because
guy
I
that
would
you
run
call uncle that you're not related to?
Oh, there's lots
Oh,
of
I
guys.
had a feeling there was.
I love you guys, but I'd leave all
Uh,
you behind.
No, yeah. That's
Well,
fair.
you're gonna come and hang out with me for a few days.
I would also dip.
Okay.
Yeah?
You ever been to Disneyland?
No.
Well, let's go to Disneyland. It's nearby. Anaheim's a hop, skip, and a jump from here. By the way, you can call me Tony, or if you prefer, Anthony, Dad. You can call me Dad if you want.
Thanks, Mr. Tony.
You're welcome, because I'm your father. And maybe your mom didn't tell you about that. This is actually a very long story. But
Can we, like, do this?
we can
not
talk
here?
about it on the line at Space Mountain. That thing is 2
With
hours
the guys
long
with
right
the
now.
guns?
Yeah, no, but I'll watch the kid because I'm injured.
That's not when you notice something right about
Don't.
then,
No.
Brandy. You see a couple of guys who are on top of one of the cars in cop SWAT uniforms looking at
Oh,
those rifles.
hell
And then
no.
they're everywhere. Cars pull in,
We're gonna
left,
stay
right.
real low, and when they tell us to put our hands up, we will.
Cops up and over the cars in the junkyard. There are rifles pointed everywhere. What do?
Who called the cops?
Sweet Jesus.
Can
What do?
Oh my goodness. Run?
Brandy.
You start to run.
Okay, do we run? No, we put our hands up? Okay, we put our hands up.
Stu, what are you doing?
I don't want to die. Stay with me, Stu!
And
I'm here.
they swarm in, grab people, throw them on the ground. A couple of those mobsters try and reach for pistols and are shot.
And we don't have any guns on us, right?
No.
We like got rid of our guns and everything before.
And
we
in
get
moments,
the car.
everyone is arrested, cuffed, and taken away for the most part. 2 men in suits walk over
Yeah, guys, these are super tight.
and unlock the handcuffs on Tony. Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Shinky.
Yep, and
As
all the-
agreed, and unlocked him. Your associates will not be charged with any crimes.
Right, but we have to turn the money back in.
That is correct. We will require the funds be returned. Unless, of course, you would like to be charged with armed robbery, and then we will take the money from you anyway.
No, I think that's okay.
Absolutely not. The stashes are hidden in 2 different locations. Here is where they are. This one's in a locker.
We'll recover the money.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
And-
you for your cooperation, Mr. Shinky.
And do you have you heard anything about the
The paperwork's been handled, Mr. Shinky. You now have sole custody of your daughter.
Okay. So it looks like we have a lot to talk about, kiddo. Well,
Several hours later, back at Tony's apartment, he explains what happened.
so knowing that this was going to come, I kind of knew what was going on. The FBI came to me last week.
What are you?
That's crazy.
And you couldn't tell me, your best friend, right? I saw white on black crime happening today, and that was not cool.
I couldn't just tell you.
Do you know I feared for my life?
Well, just so you know, like, the bank robbery wasn't fake. That was a real bank robbery.
We
yeah, but
definitely
we didn't
robbed
get to
a
keep
bank.
any of the money. Any of it. I like.
Well,
I, Bobby,
that's
I
not 100% true either. I may have skimmed all of your cuts by about 50 large,
What?
You son of a bitch.
in addition to the extra 100 grand from the extra cut, which is altogether in a completely separate location. It's only like 70 grand each, but it's something.
Oh.
No, this is good.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You're still getting paid. You are gonna have to go on the run though. Straight up.
As soon as they connect that murder to you, that bet the deal he has with the FBI is going to be off for you. You're in trouble.
Yeah, you.
Yes.
And the rest of
screwed
us are
up.
probably gonna be wanted before too long anyway.
And in addition to the cash, there is, of course, the other item,
Oh yeah, which one is that?
the bonds.
All right. I wasn't gonna 100% mention that in front of everybody, but
Is he talking to himself?
I don't even know.
yeah. So, like I said, we got a little bit of money, but then I mean, in the car there was also these, just in a little manila case.
Bearer bonds.
Bearer bonds. They're as good as cash if we can find a place to sell them. And that, well, between all of them is about what are we looking at?
Probably get about 50 cents on the dollar, at least 300 grand.
Well, suck my left tit.
Okay.
Is there coke on it?
There could be.
That was our show for you guys tonight.
Come on! Everybody, great job!
This is good.
And
We robbed a bank in 1982.
I hope
So
you had fun and you walk them out.
You're right. Okay, so again, we're going to be here every week doing new games. If you liked Savage Worlds, you can pick it up at any game retailer. We really like it. In fact, it's my favorite game. Don't forget the Savage Rifts Kickstarter is still going on for 2 more days. Check it out. It basically takes my favorite role-playing game, slaps my favorite old-timey IP onto it, and now we have lasers and dragons and magical princesses and power armor and giant stompy robots all in the same game.
Boys.
Yeah.
And glitter boys.
And steady.
And study. I play a satyr with a narcotics problem.
He does. He does. But he also has the I know a guy.
And yeah, and we are definitely looking forward to bringing that game to this table at some point too.
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm very. That's part of the reason I wanted you here tonight, Abby. Is
I'm
that
so
I've got
excited.
this part in mind for you for the show, and I'm like, how does she play Savage Worlds? It turns out, awesome.
Quite well.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
So Abby needs to come back all the time.
I will.
Maximo is not the only one that thinks so. So great job.
Thank you, Max.
All right, guys. Well, that is it for Zoe Game Night this week. We will see you next Thursday. Don't forget all of our other great shows. We got Table Takes happening tomorrow on the Gen Con channel, Death from Above happening Saturday afternoon, and of course, the Metapocalypse continues on Masters of the Metaverse on Monday. Until then, we will see you around. Love you.
Bye.